This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
Alright, what's up, everybody? Oh, shit. Hold on. My face. Okay, there we go. My face was frozen in this weird look. Alright, so Open Comps Friday night. Jesus Christ. Full house tonight. All the usuals are here, but we also have Satonia with us. Who somehow... Why... We lost someone on Skype.
Never mind. I'm coming back. It was me. It was me. I'm coming back.
Satonia is now Blastum.
Dirk.
Okay, so we got Satonia.
Like, what the fuck?
We got Blastum of Hell is with us as well. Solid Decimus, Jade McLean's with us. How's it going, guys? And then we have in TeamSpeak as well. We got Winter here. We got Apple Pear, and I think that's the only two not on cam.
I think that is the only two not on cam. Yeah.
Dirk,
So,
you need to
Mute your Skype.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah. So we got Apple Pear from Goonswarm. Actually, the thing I sent out is somebody out there going, Dirk, those weren't buffs to fighters. I sent the broadcast I sent out to the Imperium was Open Comm subs at the top of the hour with Sullen Decimus from Bastion, Blasting to Hell from Karma Fleet, Apple Pear from Goonswarm, and CSM member Sutonia from the backseat of a Kestrel. Tonight will be a laid-back night of sipping wine and casually discussing the buffs to mining and fighters and celebrating all the extra skill points we got last night. Tune in, it'll be super sedate. Now, you know what? If you know anything about what's happened in like the last, I don't know, 7 days, 24 hours, whatever the hell it is, you know the shit's blowing up out there. Reddit's getting all crazy, about ready to light itself on fire. But we're just going to go through some of this kind of stuff calmly. We're not going to get ragey.
What are we starting with?
That's what I sent out those show notes for. The first thing I want to do while I remember it, because I promised I'm going to do it, I'm going to give a shout out to Greybeard Kaga, I think is how you pronounce his name. He's normally a loyal listener of the show. He couldn't be here tonight because he's doing one of those Relay for Life events to raise money for cancer research. So, props to him. He'll be part of the first shot that we do. Actually, we're going to do a shot here real quick because, you know what, We're going to load a shot up right now because it is only fair. And this shot right here, I'm going to give it out to CCP because I just have got to thank them for the last few weeks of being responsive and putting out like things on Thursday that give me like a day to like come up with topics and shit, and it's been like heavy. We have been hot and heavy on news releases and things from them. I'm not saying it's all positive and the community's all going rah-rah, but at least it is content to discuss. So props to them. Here's a shot for CCP.
Shots.
Is Blastum already going at it with the fireball?
Fireball.
Oh, shit.
Then
Calm down
Satonia
there, bud.
has Jack Daniels. Nice. You guys are drinking well.
Yeah, So now, what Rain said to us before this show started was she's going to do a shot every time somebody bitches about a change. Now, I don't think that we know where she lives to be able to have an ambulance
she's not going to live
You're
the
changing
night.
the format of the show then,
No,
Ray.
no,
You can't be changing the format of the show.
So it's not bitching about a change. It's more of anybody being a massive fucking man-child and demanding, and things aren't going my way. That's different than saying, I don't like this change.
Sorry.
Wow. Go ahead and
almost screeching.
Jay, just because he's for all
Sexist.
man-children.
go ahead and do a shot because
Sexist.
I just bitched about
Wait,
change.
are you being
so...
a man-child about Rain making changes to the show? That sounds like
Triggered.
someone
But-
complaining
Yeah, I know.
about the
It's
changes.
yeah.
She's making it a lot more hardcore
Shot.
than she's making it a lot more hardcore than kind of the way
This
she
is
made
going to
it
be
out.
fun because I'm just going to coming to complain about these changes now.
Man, she's gonna get
She's
WGW
raising the
tonight.
level. Oh, you know what? The other thing that we're doing tonight, and I forgot to mention it, but we will be giving away 4 Rookie Pirate faction ship codes. I was actually going to just go get the ships, but I said, screw it. You know what? We'll just have Drayden give you the code so that you can pick whichever one you want. They're going for like 300-400 million. So you know what? Guess we got 4 of those. Those are courtesy of last year's Eve Northeast. Where representatives of CCP brought those along and gave them to me to hand out, and we've been, kind of throughout the year, sort of, giving them out. And I actually forgot that I still had 4 of these things left. So somebody tonight. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Taipans. Make the Taipans great again. They're like 400 million, I think.
Hey, Dirk, I need you to do something. That link that you had in Skype for me, can you poke me in TeamSpeak with that link? Because I did not have it open pre.
Drayden.
No, different link.
Button.
No, different link.
Oh.
No, different link.
This is a link for the codes.
I'll get it.
But I don't want to pan over to it now because then everyone will see on screen.
I'm going to get that. There's one of those other things that that kind of needs to be, I guess, celebrated or whatever. Tactical Narcotics Team built a Keepstar. And now we've got some TNT people here. I know that 2 of our co-hosts are from TNT. Is that
where they're going to retire to?
I think it is sort of a retirement home.
I've already moved in. We're done.
Can you tell us how this came about?
Golden Estates.
Was this just Wibla pulled into his pocket and threw out some money and somebody else built it, or
no.
Or was this like an alliance level effort to make this happen?
So in February we decided we wanted a Keepstar, so we put together an alliance level drive. You could donate whatever you wanted, donate PI, donate minerals, donate ISK, whatever you want. So we just sort of started gathering pieces all together, and occasionally someone would throw in a big chunk of change, and eventually. Last week, actually, we got all the pieces together to build it, and then Wibla went and dropped it in 8RQ. So she's online. I've moved in. I'm retiring. We're done. So
you're retiring now.
Good night, everyone. Yeah, unsub.
And what a time to do it too! Right at the time when everything is getting punched.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah, we have only 7 now. We should get more.
Only 7. That's right.
15.
It's not that many.
By the end of the summer.
420 Keepstars.
Blaze it.
Oh, blaze it. Once they get to 420 Keepstars, that's when people are coming to blaze it. My God, can you imagine that?
You gotta burn one down.
Jesus Christ.
That would take them a year.
Nobody's going to take out
rid
those
of those.
Keepstars.
When you get to 420, you gotta burn one down, and then you'll be at 419. So then you'll hit 420 again, and then you'll burn one down.
This is eventually okay. So I remember the time before Planetary Interaction that made it very easy, which is what made it very easy to basically build stations compared to what it used to be, which was like getting a freighter full of shit and like hauling it out to nullsec and stuff like that, right? This now, okay, so we went through an entire period of all kinds of stations getting built out there. Nobody respected their community. You'd have like 3 refineries right next to each other and crazy bullshit like that, right? And you couldn't get rid of these things. I think this is going to be worse. I think that the amount of space junk that is going to be built up around it. I mean, except that these actually create, kind of like, walls. I mean, you're going to be able to build like a fucking Trump wall around around Delve with the amount of hardware that over time they're going to accumulate down there.
Have you seen the Vegas Strip GIF?
No, I have not seen that.
Oh, that was a nice video.
It's in.
You should see it. It's awesome.
1DQ. So when you warp to the Keepstar, you warp past all the citadels. They come flying past your ship, and it looks like you're driving down the Vegas Strip. There's so many structures there.
And I think that we not even have in 1DQ the most structures. Some certain Bastion home system is
I was gonna say, you need to come up.
To.
You need to come to 7U and just shit yourselves at the amount of structures are in this system. I literally have to turn off structures to even function with overview.
I swear, in some of these places, I'm really wondering if we're going to have a problem like with fleets. Forget about warping, but just being able to they're going to have to weave in between buildings like in New York, like 42nd Street or something.
Urban warfare.
Yeah, but the building
it's going to be like urban warfare.
Yeah,
that'll be kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm literally in 7U right now looking at it. It's like my overview with structures is almost top to bottom with nothing else being displayed.
What's going on, Apothony? Thanks for the wave, buddy.
Epop is actually. Can I skip ahead, Dirk?
Potnik, go to bed, bro.
Well, hold on.
It's late.
Again, what we're going through here right now are just basically headlines. We're just going to run through them real quick. I just wanted to do
Sure.
that while I was
Let me-
pulling up the thing. But go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So the one that we have is obviously the Alliance Tournament feeder rounds are tomorrow, and Apothony should be publishing. Actually, he's published quite a few articles of quotes how not to suck at the AT, and then there's another one about all the teams tomorrow and matches to watch. I believe him and Jintian released a video of what their expectations are for matches. So people should definitely check those out, especially if you're kind of newer to tournaments or you're just kind of curious. You want to like scratch that itch for the AT. Definitely tune in tomorrow to Even T's Twitch. We'll be streaming it or read the Apothony articles or VODs.
And as
That
much
was
poison
awful.
as it is, I put it out there in the channel because Crossing Zebras actually had an article this week. So so there you go. Yeah, it's a Apothony's article. I think that if you're one of those people that that are newer to the Alliance tournament, it's probably worth a read. Apothony knows what he's talking about when it comes to the Alliance tournament, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so one of the quick headlines. Look, last night. I forget what freaking time it was. Matterall came into the Discord and he's like, "Yo, you guys all need to check your skill queues. We heard that we hear that they're like pausing and shit." So like everybody went to scramble, and we found out like I had no skill queues that were paused, whether it was on my Omegas or on my Alphas. Other people had some people had all. Others had skill queues that got wiped out and shit like that. Well, apparently our first inclination was correct, that they were trying to do a fix for ghost training, and something went wrong. Now, why it went wrong so late at night is still a freaking question. But this was something that I was up at like really weird times of the night last night, so I was like still communicating out there and looking at the forums and doing like checking to make sure my shit didn't shut off, since it hadn't earlier. This went on basically all night. I think it was about 07:30 UTC that they finally said it was fixed. Somebody's saying I'm quiet, which is odd, but whatever. But yeah, anyways, this went on. Look, some people's shit shut off, other people's didn't. Other people had their skill queues like zilched, which I think is going to become a significant issue for those people, because even when they put the fix in that turned on the skill queues that had gotten shut off, right?
Wait, before you get into that,
Go ahead.
one of the guys is right now, Zandil just asked define ghost training. So,
Okay,
and so yeah, I just realized there might be people that actually don't know what you're talking about the ghost training.
Then you're not a watcher of the show, because I
True.
ranted the
So,
fuck out of that one.
Basically,
But-
there was a glitch where when you reverted from Omega back to Alpha, as long as you didn't log on to that character, it would continue training as an Omega. Thus, when you logged onto it 3 or 4 months down the road, you would have a bunch of skill points you didn't pay for or didn't earn. You could then
Correct.
extract it, sell it on the market, and make big ISK.
Yep, it would train at the speed of an Omega and on skills that are only for an Omega, so long as you didn't log it back in. Thanks for the new subscribe there, Red Alert 007.
Red Alert, new subscribe. Thanks for the sub, and then also
Spectre06.
Spectre06 just subbed. Thanks, guys.
But yeah, so this went on through the night. They came up with a fix that was going to restart things. But there's the problem, right? If you had a skill queue that got wiped out, they weren't going. They can't restart a queue that's got nothing in it. So I think that there's still things about this that are going to have to be worked out over time. Yeah, this was. I have not seen something like this. We've had things where they've had to like give us skill points, like, oh, we're really sorry that Eve was down for like 4 hours. That was way longer than we thought might have happened. Shit crashed, whatever. Here's 50,000 skill points.
And then,
This is the first time that I can remember, because my memory doesn't really go back that far, but it's been a very long time since there was actually something to do with skill points that they would have had to have given us skill points for. And that will eventually come at some point.
Now, we also just got another 2 more subs. One from Rockbum. Is it Rockbum or Rockburn? I can't read that.
Looks like bum.
Okay, Rockbum and Boogeyman 2132. Thanks for the subs. 4 subs right off the bat. I'm just gonna do a shot for that.
Man.
Yep, but yeah, I'll do a
Nice.
shot with you. Boom. For subs.
4 subs. We haven't even gotten to 20.
I know they're 4 subs, but but anyways, yeah. As somebody said out there, it wasn't just that it shut it off once. There were people who manually logged in and then turned their queues back on, right? And then an hour later or however long later, saw that their queues had gotten shut off again. So like it was recurring. Whatever.
I had one in the fleet. They had it 3 times during the fleet we had.
So while he was logged in.
Yeah.
So this wasn't just happening to people whose accounts were logged out or anything like that. That's interesting. You know, it's funny. I had to fly from Jan to Jeddah last night, and I guess I must have been bored because every system I went through, I just kind of like spammed it in there, like, you know, dudes, check fucking skill queues. I was putting stuff out on Twitter. I was doing stuff on the forum, and you know, I really felt as though I was acting as, you know, part of CCP's customer support, which is why I think that they should give me like some extra skill points.
I saw yours, and I logged in twice to check mine.
Yep.
And then I couldn't sleep, so I was just like AFK at my PC, and I saw my queue was actually stopped. So thank you, Dirk. So I probably would have just ignored it.
And you know what's funny? Okay, so as soon as Matterall said that, right, and I spend most of the forums to me are freaking AIDS. Reddit is like Ebola, and you know, so I spend like most of my time on Twitter, right? So I immediately put it out on Twitter, and somebody comes back to me saying I'm trolling, and I'm like, I am totally not freaking trolling. I'm like trying to get the word out there, you know, and shit. And at that point, like I even hesitated because I didn't yet have the corroboration that I did about 3 or 4 minutes later from all the people that were in the Discord, saying, "Oh yeah, it happened to me too." And this is
yeah, people were retweeting you saying it's not a troll. People are actually having this.
Yeah. So it was good. You know, here's one of those things, right? I mean, for those of you who are listening, if you're not connected in to some kind of like social network that can kind of relay things, whether you know, I'm not saying please do not tweet fleet more than it already is, okay? However, if you're somebody who is like, you know, not connected in some way, you know, you're part of the Imperium and therefore they can send a ping out or, you know, whatever, you know, or some other large organization. I know, you know, I posted it into PL and they sent it out. Yeah, I know I was pretty fucking early with putting it out there, and now I know it doesn't mean anything. I know it doesn't mean anything because they're going to give, probably, more than likely, a bunch of skill points, way more than what you would have lost if your queue was off, right? But why not have both? I didn't lose anything, and I still demand restitution.
I like Spectre. Spectre was like, I did my part, Dirk. I retweeted you to my 2 followers.
What? You gotta get paid for the effort that you had to put.
Yeah, we have to get paid for the frustration.
We have to get paid for the frustration. How many times I logged in thinking, I don't want to lose that many skill points on this alpha.
Yeah, I had to log in my Titan somewhere, burn a scout there to check if there was nobody in system that could hurt me, etc. So that's a lot of irritation.
SP for nothing and your chicks for free. Exactly. Happened. Okay, so that was a thing last night and into early kind of like, you know, Euro and all that kind of time zone shit, right? Actually, there may actually be people that are listening here right now going, oh shit, I didn't even know that happened. This is why you got to stay connected. You got to stay connected to the people out there to like learn when this shit goes down.
Yeah, just follow Dirk McGurk and he'll tell you anytime your queue's down.
I always feel bad for
those Twitter followers.
I always feel bad for those people who aren't connected through anything, like the ones who logged in the first day after they changed Plex and was buying them up at like one point.
Oh man, I got some cheap Plex, baby.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, you poor bastard, what have you done?
But what was funny, well, actually really not funny, was today during the, you know, like what I'll call during the game day, which is when the Euros and Americans like actually log in. They had some database issues that were actually screwing with logins and kicking people out of the game and things like that. Apparently unrelated to last night's episode or whatever, but the last 24 hours for them technologically, you know, have been difficult.
Well, not just technologically, but like PR-wise too, right? Like,
yeah,
PR, I mean, come on.
We can go into what Quant said if we really want to dive that far.
Is that later in the show, or are we talking about?
Hold on. Did Quant say something about these things, or did Quant say something? I mean, the two things we're talking about here are database issues and skill points.
Well,
said something about you people.
Yeah, the PR issue that Jay was talking about. We can talk about that one later.
Oh, I want to hear about this. I didn't even know this one.
But yeah, because there was some stuff from Quant, but we're actually going to get to it later. Again, we're burning through some stuff here. And now Rain, I want you. You know, I'm going to get the link. I want you to tell us. Is this Rain or is this or is this Jay McClain? Fleeter. What the fuck is Fleeter?
So
that's
It's Tinder for Eve, basically.
No,
Eve characters.
it's not Tinder.
It's not Tinder.
Is it Grindr for Eve? Because that would make more sense.
That looked pretty amazing today, whatever that was.
So last week, So the week, not this Thursday, yesterday, but last week Thursday when Manic was doing his show, his Twitch chat brought up how, do you guys remember the old website Hot or Not, and you voted on people and your character was voted on? So someone brought up that they need a Hot or Not for Eve players, for like your Eve portrait or whatever. So one guy actually made it, and he's like, it's in beta now. He like somehow programmed it super fast. So you log in, confirm your character. Then in the upper right, it gives like your score. So if people vote for you over someone else, you get positive. If people vote against you, then you get negative. And so he got like 100 people to sign up within a week, and it went live. And now, like all day, people have just been like going on Fleeter, just being like hot, not, hot, etc. And
what else are you gonna do when you're waiting for content? What else are you gonna do waiting for content?
Either. But no, it's legitimate. Like it's mindless AFK fun. Like you're bored, just fucking click on a portrait. And I've never looked at like Eve player portraits as like, is this person attractive? But now I'm like, which one's more attractive? If I had to like be seen in public with this person. Because obviously there's a lot of male characters.
I'm gonna be honest.
There's like a lot of like weird, like people do like weird characters, so it's like kind of fun to
back in I think it was 2000. I think it was 2010, 2011.
Yes.
I was completely hot for Elise Randolph's character. Even to where when I was talking to Elise like on comms, like, and I was just like this lowly renter bitch, and like they're out there as mercenaries, and I was talking to him on comms, and I'm like, oh, his voice is deep, but I'm still hot for his character.
Now, would it have to be like your actual weird Eve avatar, or can it be a modified one?
Yeah, so no, I think
it's your Eve avatar.
Oh, because I got the one where who was that guy that was like taking everyone's Eve avatar and putting smiles on them?
Oh, that's Dorian.
Dorian Ryu, yeah, Dorian Ryu. He did one of those
looks
for me.
good with a smile.
I like mine. My guy actually looked. If you've ever seen the old Aphex Twin videos, like the Come to Daddy video by Aphex Twin, and the weird smiles on the children that are really creepy, mine looks like that, and it's great.
Yeah, but on kids, everything's creepy. Fucking Drayden Jesus.
Well, yeah, well, it's because they put a grown man's face superimposed over like children. So
but
yeah.
No,
we don't talk about children here, bro.
And it doesn't tell you who the character is until you click. So if you're like, oh, that character looks familiar, but they're not that attractive, and they're like, holy shit, that's some dude I fly with in Fleet every day, and you just never see their, like, I saw Jay McClane's character, and I forget if I voted against you.
Is it autistic if I know, like, people's Eve characters, like, match the avatar to the name?
I like, Sindel's character and Minxie's character, I recognize easily. But then, like, there's some characters where, like,
my character looks exactly like me, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
I'm so sorry. But no, I think it's super fun. If you're ever bored, it's Fleeter, FLEETR, no ER, and then it's .space. And like some of these characters,
they all know that there's no E before the R, just like with Grindr.
Fleet, or yeah, it's like
you
Grindr.
know what though? Some of those Eve characters, have you really looked at them? They're kind of scary looking.
Yes,
like
some of them are, but some of them are actually like reasonably good looking.
Yeah,
and you know way better looking than their fucking like person in real life, than their person behind the keyboard.
There's some chick named Tristan, and it's amazing.
There are some
so
there
attractive.
That I mean, like obviously I wouldn't want to be sitting by, but I wouldn't want to be in the same room or building with. You know, they're just that freaky looking.
Was it Zenuria's avatar is that's about as freaky as it can get. Next to my favorite one, Bachelor Bandit.
Zenuria's avatar is a bit fucked up looking.
Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, not that Zenuria is fucked up looking in real life. He's a big, tall, strapping man.
Strapping?
Strapping.
He is. Yeah.
He's a strapping
lad.
lad.
You don't know what that word means.
I believe he's kind of. I believe he like plays with straps, but whatever.
Close, maybe.
But yeah, anyways, I know. I'm
so
kidding.
rude.
Jesus. Anyways, we did the Apophany article, right? Okay, look, moving on, because again, we're trying to. Oh my God, it's 9:26 already. At number one, Drayden. For everybody who's talked out there, boom, roll them out a game code. But we're gonna move on here to Rain. Tell us about what's going on with Evathon 2017, which I believe is going on right now, and they better not have any of our viewers.
No, it's next week. So Evathon 2017 is at 0-100, so the very beginning of the 16th, which is technically Thursday night or the start of Friday for the Europeans, to like 23:59 on Sunday on the 18th, which is Father's Day for those of you who are forgetting and need to buy your father a card or some shit. But it's a charity fundraising event.
Thanks for reminding those of us who don't have a dad, Ronnie.
Well, maybe you are a dad, Jake.
Oh my
God. Don't know it yet.
Hey, why don't you have a fucking kid, bro?
If you can celebrate Father's Day.
You should totally have a kid.
You are out of your fucking mind, bro.
But so it's last year it was the charity event Fam for Heals, which is the 501c3 sort of real life charity for suicide prevention awareness for Broadcast for Reps. This year it's Able Gamers, which helps gamers with disability kind of connect to games. Either it's controllers or they do advocating for people with disabilities to developers. So like CCP doing color blindness would be something that Able Gamers would advocate for.
Coming out Tuesday.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, go ahead.
But so for those of you who want to donate or pay attention or just like join along and stream snipe, it's going to be at twitch.tv/
accept trolls?
Yes, we accept trolls. Appropriate trolls, not rude trolls. So it's twitch.tv/Evathon. So it's like marathon, but with Eve in front of it. And so it's going on for a straight 72 hours. We have about 15, if not more, streamers going with us. Some for like 2 hours at a time, some for like 4 or 6 hours at a time.
I wasn't asked. Open Comms wasn't even fucking asked.
We wanted to keep it family friendly, Dirk, so we were avoiding alcohol.
Whatever.
So, but yeah, Gommo Knox will be there.
Whatever. If you guys wanted to actually raise some money.
Triggered.
Dirk, whatever. But no, so
that's fair point. When the Imperium was doing the Veterans Day one, and they donated to the Combat Wounded Coalition, OpenCom showed up pretty big.
We'll think about it, Dirk.
This is what happens. People get drunk with us. They like open up their wallets.
Yeah.
When they're sober, they sit there and go, I got kids to feed.
Nothing gets you to spend more money like alcohol.
But
yeah, I did link it. I linked it out there. I linked it out there a couple times. Make sure you click on it. That's the INN story. About it. Definitely give it a look. We all support fucking Gommel here locally, but this is even bigger than Gommel. Gommel is not the only the only disabled individual that is into gaming.
Now, real quick,
if you thought that.
Real quick, so Raging Ton Berries won the code. Now, are those codes universal, or is each code for a different cruiser?
Okay, so when they go out to the when they go out to the website to put that in, and this is something again because you know what, there's just some things you can't do in game. You actually have to go out to the EVE Online website. Actually, you really probably need to do like a fucking Google search and go, where do I enter a friggin' code? But once you enter the code, once you first log in, then once you enter the code in, it will give you the choice of the 4 racial.
Okay, so all 4 of those codes are you get to pick whichever one you want.
Correct.
Okay, I'll just send them the top one.
Yep. Yeah. It doesn't matter. The code is just like to kind of get you into that.
Yeah, I was just making sure that I wasn't like sending him a random code and it actually is like a specific frigate as opposed to which one he wants.
Yep. Now this is actually part of what's coming on Tuesday. On Tuesday, that we may cover a little bit later when we get to the patch notes. But for those of you who know anything about the Blood Raider shipyards, advanced player-like AI with super high-end loot at the end thing that they built that is running around through Delve, Quirius, and Period Basis. There's a bit of a change coming. There's a bit of a change coming that is going to secure the loot, at least for whoever controls the field. They are coming out with basically Blood Raider loot boxes. These things are going to be 20,000 M3. This is how you're going to have to extract the winning loot off of the field. You're going to not just be able to warp in an interceptor, steal it, and then I don't know.
So no more dead Moloch.
No more. Well, you may still have dead Moloch, BPCs. What you're not going to have is an interceptor come in and do it, and you're not going to have an interceptor come in and probably, honestly, let's all be honest here, thieve it from within your midst. Look to the left of you, look to the right of you. It was probably somebody you were in fleet with.
Now wait, didn't you suggest this like a week or 2 ago?
There's been well, on here we suggested a number of different options, but this is this right here is what I would call the most rudimentary of. Well, actually, it's second to that. It was actually some people thought actually make the blueprint itself like 20,000 M3, but this is at least sticking it in a loot box.
Yeah, this will work well. At least they're not going to steal our stuff anymore. That easily.
And Apple Pear would know because this guy ran the fleets to do this kind of stuff, and came away with nothing. Apple's poor right now because he wasted all his money and time out there doing this.
Yeah, those Punishers were very expensive.
and they all came out of Apple's pocket. So
Officer Fit Punishers is the only way to kill these Blood Raiders.
Look,
this
is obviously not the final fix, right, Apple? I mean, this right here is a fix that says whoever runs this, as bad as the rest of it may be, at least at the end, we're not just going to let somebody come in and wafer it out from under you.
Thanks for the sub, Jack Eve.
I mean, they can still try and do that, but they need at least a TechOne hauler now, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, before it was like you had to look at like what would it take to prevent someone from doing that, and it was like almost unrealistic to even consider that.
Yeah, I think someone said something like 3,000 smart bomb battleships. Like it's completely unfeasible because it has like a 100-kilometer radius or something.
Exactly, it's big,
right?
Yeah, if it would have been something that was much smaller, then you would have an option to defend against it. But it was just too big to avoid people taking it from you. So yeah.
Yep. So I think that as a quick fix, knowing that going and running it and being able to reasonably secure whatever comes out of it in the end, right, is the good first fix that it still has. They still have got to do something about the AI. They still have got to do something about the playability of of this thing. However, after last week, the Imperium put the threat out there, and I think that they were probably going to hold to it, that, look, we're not going to let anybody fucking run this. Because you know what? It's just so busted, but we're just not going to let anybody just walk in there and kind of stumble out because nobody was paying attention to it anymore. Now, mind you, last Saturday, I think it was last Saturday, they said, look, we know that there's shit up with this. We know that we've got to fix it, whatever. The fact that on coming this Tuesday, there is going to be at least a back-end solution to it for now. It's pretty positive and fairly responsive.
I was gonna say that I was really impressed actually how fast they got around to saying, okay, yeah, we gotta fix this like now.
Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't have been run at all.
Exactly. Because I mean, look, even though they're doing it in TechOnes, okay, which obviously is adding to the amount of time, that right there is kind of the the easy mode. Hey, look, guess what? Other third parties out there, if you want to come in and shoot third party that shit and shoot Punishers, shoot little TechOne frigates and stuff like that, do it, because then even doing it in TechOne frigates would be impossible.
Eve Onion News, thanks for the 3 months.
But anyways, yeah, so that's good. That's coming out. I don't know. I think we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do a shot. I don't know. Emmy, you got one you want to do it to? Emmy got like a favorite,
Wait,
kind of
were
thing.
You going to Grawbeard?
I put him in
Graybeard.
No, we did that.
Graybeard. Yeah, he was kind of like part of that first one that I threw out to CCP.
Okay.
But you got a shout out. I mean, Jesus, you don't get can't get everything.
Shot for
so picky, Derek.
Shot out.
Raging Ton.
Shot out.
First frigate.
Paul.
There we go. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
And you guys are bad shot callers.
Yeah.
Shot out.
Yeah, you are.
But anyways, okay, so that's that. Look, we're not going to go into this in real depth. I believe that there will be shows out there, including LockFox's last and final episode for he's doing that Saturday, I think. He's doing it tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow is LockFox's last episode of the Eve Prosper show, where I believe that he will be talking about ever as far as the Eve Prosper show itself is going. So if you're somebody who's into that shit, the monthly economic report. And the only thing that I want to deal with here, there's a lot of information in there. If you're really into that shit, have at it. Listen to one of the shows out there by LockFox or Roden or DeLone Wolf or whatever, who specifically talks about monetary and economic issues. Wow, that shot
You all right?
It feels like it went down like a different side of my body, but whatever.
Do you need help?
No, I'm good now. It's it only warmed up one side of my body, so now I think the other side's dead. But whatever. The monthly economic report came out, and here's what I'm going to say: is this 8.8 trillion ISK in a month in bounties in Delve.
Ouch.
Okay.
Wow.
Now,
Delve.
And this is how you know how good central planning is in Delve. Okay. 9 trillion even 9.0 trillion ISK in Ormind. They have got a very balanced economy down there.
How much do we export?
I thought that Delve also was like the big importer though as well.
Yeah. How much did we export though?
Not
much nothing.
Pretty much
well,
next to nothing.
Net exports virtually nothing.
So you could almost say that Delve is like a self-contained sort of mini economy within the game and really has no impact on the rest of the universe.
Not true.
And the thing
stuff
is,
goes in.
We're importing, so
Stuff goes in.
Yeah, stuff goes in.
Which is
nothing
good.
was going in.
For the rest of the
So
universe.
it's basically an economic sink then, if we're just bringing stuff in and not pushing anything out.
Yeah,
Sounds
we're
like
actually-
and the funny
Delve-
thing is,
Delve
Is that
supporting
getting
all the
my
rest of the
terminology
economies.
correct there?
We're like the
Maybe
opposite.
they should nerf Delve.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that they're.
is that
I
what
they
yeah,
should be
I don't
thanking
think
us.
this.
Delve
I'm gonna
is
be
basically
honest. I'm gonna be honest.
supporting
And this is not.
CCPs, you keep it up. They're gonna nerf Space Friends. You
Well,
just
hold on.
watch out.
This is not common theory out there. Okay, a lot of people want to blame this on goons. I'm blaming it on Delve.
Delve the region.
Delve.
Hey, you be nice to Delve.
Delve the region?
gives
Blood
way
Readers are my
more than
people.
any region out there when it comes to these things. When people mine, they get extra Arcanor. When people rat, they get extra bounty. This is just how it works in Delve. People
Delve
have
is a
not
generous
known
region.
this, and this is one of the things that's like a deep dark secret out there that Delve just gives it up. She's a whore. Delve is a whore.
How dare you? Take it back.
and
Saying-
Talk about Delve.
saying-
numbers.
Fuck.
Well, I mean,
And
how
she's
else
getting,
do you
Delve.
think
and
these
she's getting a
fucking-
train pulled on
Wait,
her
wait.
like nothing you've ever seen.
How else do you
Delve
think these
wanted it. Have
fucking
you seen the
space
way
nerds
Delve
are gonna
dresses?
Get lucky.
She wants
She's
it.
got to be easy.
Please be
Where-
respectful and use
She is
Delve's
easy.
last name, please. Thank you.
I'm not saying she's getting raped. I'm saying she's giving it up freely.
Are you saying
Guys,
Wow, what a slut.
She, he, whatever the hell it is that they're down there banging ass out of, I'm telling you right now, knocking out. But here's the thing. When people sit there and they talk about the monthly economic report and, oh my God, look how big that is. Guess what? We're talking about one region. We don't even talk about the mystery part of, I believe it's Quirius, that there are elements of the Imperium also into, because it's kind of obscured because it's only, like that part that they're in. But again, 8.8 trillion in bounties, right? I believe that the bounties in Declan, their former home, okay, were 4.5 trillion this month by a group that is substantially smaller than they are. So when you want to sit there and bitch about Delve, knowing how many people they have down there, knowing how many Rorquals they have active, knowing how many Carrier Ratters and Ishtar Ratters and Vexor Navy issues and Vindicators and everything else that's down there, care-bearing the living shit out of that place. And then you look at Declan and say, God damn, I think you guys are going a few hours more per capita than they are. So just saying, when you want to look at the entire aggregate of the universe, don't look at necessarily at the place that is the most condensed, the most highly population density in the game and wonder, damn, why are they working so hard there? Well, because there's a lot of them, and they're committed to living in nullsec.
No, you stop making sense right now, Dirk.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. However, oh my God, you know what? If all you did was send one Cloaky camper down there per person in the game, we could blot out the skies with Cloaky campers, and that might scare them.
But well, how do you blot out the skies with cloaks, though?
Because they're cloaks. The sun, you wouldn't see it.
And then
Does
you
it
just
just bend the
die
sun
to
around
feeder
it?
squads.
Wouldn't it be just kind of like a hazy?
think that's
Yeah,
how
wouldn't you
cloaking
blur out the
works.
sky?
Well, that's not how
Just
it
be
works.
sort of like a
My
big
bad.
blur, I guess, maybe.
It'd be out of focus. You think maybe you need glasses?
Like a soft focus sun. It wouldn't be sharp.
But anyways, yeah. So what's funny about this, right, is it actually leads into, and it's it's not just this month, right? It's last month. It's what people knew the month before that. It's what people knew
It's been
even if
since
they
the
didn't have.
Rorqual changes happened.
Well, hold on. It's been ever since anybody thought that the goons were there, the Imperium was there in one system. They didn't need the monthly economic report to tell them, oh my God, holy shit, they are totally freaking working the system. And what I mean by working the system, not like other people that are working the system, the solar system.
No, but with the monthly economic report, what it does is it gives you fancy graphs, and then you can run your own podcast and say the sky is falling every month.
Yeah. And it's not like we didn't do these kind of things in when we were living in DAC, so yeah.
Now, if you really want to get somebody, right? If you really want to get somebody, what you do is ultimately you target Fortress Delve and the big giant Trump wall that they have around it with citadels and stuff like that. The thing that you want to go after is how much Tritanium Aerith owns. Apparently, Aerith owns over 3 quadrillion units of Tritanium. Think about that for a moment.
Quadrillion. How many zeros is that?
Quadrillion.
Oh, how much?
A lot. A fucking lot.
Sadist donates $3. Delve says, "Power wash my balls, take my isk."
But anyways, all right.
Fair enough.
And you know he knew about that because of CSM leaks, but whatever. He had people mine up Veldspar ahead of time, which they don't have there, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering. So the monthly economic report, check it out. I think I've actually got it here. Do I? No, but I'll get it for you in a second. I'll link it in the channel. Or you can go to TotalEve.com, scroll down to where the dev stuff is, and you can actually pull it up. TotalEve.com. We actually have all the news that you need to read out there. Everything else is just like Reddit shit. Although we do have Reddit as well, but only the most recent 10 posts. Oh, shit. I wrote an article, which we're not going to get into because we actually talked about it last week.
You told me that I need
too
to
long.
come here and call you shit for your shit.
Yeah, I tweeted it out today, and I sat there and said, you know what, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you just think I'm shit. So if you showed up here tonight, if you're one of the over 200 viewers that we have right now, and you think that you read it and thought that I was talking shit, it's like whatever. Make depletion fucking great again. I think that this is something that should happen not only on the non-renewable renewable resource side of things. It should also actually happen on the ISK faucet side of things. I think that we do need to look at this entire ecology of Eve and factor in something that is not just about ships. It is about the environment. When we talk about player versus environment, this is the E side of that shit. Instead of fucking with people's ships, what you should do is you should be looking at the environment. And I believe that the changes that are coming on Tuesday, other than I don't believe that the Rorqual change is technically necessary, but the bigger change is this change to mining respawn timers and things like that. That actually is really fucking cool. We need to get back to the idea of things like depletion, in this game where we're messing with the environment. Guess what? You over freaking kill. Sorry, all them deer, all them bison ain't there no more.
You got to go green in space.
Yeah, but anyways. That show was really last week, but it does kind of play into what's going on this week. And that's why we're going to move into the big topics of the night. Look at that. Oh, my God. I said 45 minutes. We're at 44. Boom. We're good.
Let's take a shot. And
nice.
It'll probably be 45 by the time we're done with that. So
should do a fucking shot with that. Can anybody pull up the link for the patch notes? And plan
Did you
it
link it
out
in
there?
the thing?
I might have it.
Hold on, I got.
And seriously,
I got your
the whole
notes up. Here we
the
go.
whole idea of messing with things like depletion and scarcity and whatnot, that's good, because what you're doing is you're actually building out Eve's economy in a way that fucking makes sense, as opposed to just messing with people's ships.
Hey, Noisy's here.
Noisy's here. I'm gonna do a shot to Noisy, because you know what, Noisy was right about something today. He knows real money trading's getting bad out there.
Noisy's usually right about a lot of things.
He is. That guy's too smart.
I think it was like you, Lockfox, and Noisy, whereas actually probably the most interesting read on my Twitter today.
Exactly. You know it was. Can you imagine those three guys in a room together? Be sexy.
Yeah.
I think that thing that
not
lives
like
on
not like you
Lockfox's
guys think it'd
chin
be
would
sexy. It
beat
would just
the
be
other
sexy.
two.
I think Dirk just had a nerdgasm.
Actually, no.
Nerd
You know what? Those,
Are you sure?
Those two are way smarter than me. I swear to God, if I had their brains in my mouth, this show would be way fucking different.
Is that all you want in your mouth?
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. That was totally inappropriate.
My mouth's been around for a long time.
Got him.
Sorry.
But no, I mean, these are the types of things, right, that we should be thinking about in this game. Is that, Eve is a very deep game, that has a whole bunch of different levers out there. We should not tolerate devs who are only willing to pull one lever. How can I dumb down this ship? How can I dumb down this drone? No. Let's mess with other things that we have out there. Yes, it might take you doing a few more keyboard strokes. It might take you having to fucking plan it out and actually think it out and things like that. But let's be better. We can't be better players, but you can be better devs. That should be... Oh, shit.
Wow.
That might be Eve Vegas t-shirt this year. No,
we got a donation from Corcus God, $10. It says, looks like Dirk's mouth is dry. You should do a shot.
I just did a shot.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
He said it was sent right before you did your shot, so.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing that shot like right in the middle. Oh my god, that might be a good fucking T-shirt. We can't be better players, but you can be better devs.
I might.
You could be a better player.
I think I might.
No,
be...
I don't think I can be a better player, but I think they can be better devs. They
He's
can.
right.
I pay them.
Be a better player.
I might actually be doing the shirt thing this year.
Really?
Depending. If,
Did you get rich all of a sudden?
We have to do that on the front.
Not want to be
we
pro,
can't
like
be
I
better
get it.
He's gonna
players.
do his own though.
Not-
He's gonna do Drayden Productions.
No,
shirts,
no,
so
not rich,
Oh.
but no, I might have some money coming my way. So if that does happen, then I will probably do the shirts this year.
Really?
I'll gladly pay you for a shirt, Drayden.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna sell
Same.
those. Give them out. Yeah, I'll figure
Drayden,
it
I
out.
don't take shirts for free. I'm not. That's not.
Dude, as long as you
like
don't
how-
use their IP, you can charge, bro. I'm gonna tell you
I'll
right
give it
now.
up. I don't care.
Yeah, okay.
You might have to
I mean,
fight
look,
the Red
look,
Menace for that, but-
nowhere on the freaking eVegas 2015 shirt is there any of their IP. I could have charged for this shit. Nobody would have fucking bought it, but I could have charged for it.
There's some people that would have. Both the last years in Vegas, there was
Both of them might have done that, but it's like
There were some people
give
come up
away
like
free
they're
and
like,
not
"How
to
much is the
them."
shirt?" I'm like, "Oh no, well ask Dirk. He's giving them away. Those are the last couple." And they're like, "Oh man, you guys should sell
You know
these."
what's
I
so
would
cool
buy
about
'em.
Eve?
I got that.
You know what's so cool about Eve is last year I actually bought women sizes.
Wait.
Not just like men's smalls that would fit on a small-breasted woman. Okay, but like
Excuse me.
but like men's but like legit women's sizes where it's like, hey, we know you have a hip.
So did Jackal just give us bits? Is that what I'm seeing in chat?
Maybe. I
I
don't
hope
think
not,
that.
because only Matani gets bits.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, Jackie.
Oh, are we doing a shot? Because that sounds like bitching to me.
Wow.
He did 100. Yeah, he did 100 bits.
Oh, girl, you want to
Slow down. You'll pump the brakes, Turbo.
Jesus. Like I
You're
said, she's
absolutely
gonna be WGW. She's gonna be WGW by the end of the night.
Yeah, I don't think.
Total.
I don't know.
some
I'm not
Not
in control
before
of the
me.
Did you
Twitch.
just say white girl wasted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in control of the Twitch alerts, so I don't. They must not have it set up to.
Wouldn't that just be rain wasted?
Because nothing
All right.
came up.
Brainstorm.
Are we doing a shot? Are we doing a shot? Because we got.
I already did a
gotta
shot.
get
You
into
guys
this stuff
want to play by
before we
my
get too
rules,
dumb
you
to
get
talk
on my
about it.
level, you can do a
Wait.
shot.
Are you
If
bitching
not-
about? Are you bitching about
Fuck it,
changing?
I'm
He
gonna
was
do it.
bitching.
Are you
He
bitching
did
about-
bits
Did
and we're
somebody do a
bitching.
shot? Are we
then
calling
you
a
do a
I
shot?
did a shot because he was bitching. Jackal
Then-
was bitching.
I'm doing
so
a
I did
shot too. I gotta
He was
find a
doing
way
the
to make
intro.
that fucking slogan mean something for Vegas, but whatever.
Shots.
Shots.
All right. Real news, people. Real fucking news.
Not fake.
No, this
Fozzie
is fake
drops
news.
the hammer
Everything
on
that
pirate
happens here is fake
battleships.
news.
Fozzie hates Macarials.
Fozzie hates everybody.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is a
yeah,
good change. It's been
Is this
coming
even
for
really
a long
news?
time.
I kinda feel
think
bad.
Fozzie is the very definition of a bitter vet. He just
I feel
happens to be
bad
That's
for
fucking
that.
cold,
CCP
Winter. Why you
bitter vet.
being?
He gets
Why you
shit
man
on
hating
so
on
hard.
Fozzie?
I'm not hating him. I'm just saying that because I love. Okay, my
You're not
bitter
hating,
vet.
you're just talking shit.
We're just talking shit. Yeah, there's a difference.
No, there's really not. That was irony in my
Seda
voice.
says defend Fozzie today, Dirk. I've defended Fozzie in the past. Look, Fozzie is one of the members of Team 5-0, right? He's
Well,
the
yeah,
no.
he's like the one that can speak to us with an accent that we'll fucking understand. All right, so no wonder they put him forward to be able to put this shit out there, right? But not
Fozzie's
only that,
nothing more
Fozzie
than a
actually
punching
believes
bag
some
at
of
this
this stuff.
point, bro. Like seriously, he's just
No,
he's
no,
the
the
punching
amount-
bag.
The amount of shit that Fozzie
Poor
takes.
guy.
I mean, man, mad props to the guy. Because I mean, seriously, you guys are awful, and me included, towards the man. But
So
damn it,
Speak for
Fozzie-
yourself. I am fucking fair and balanced as they come.
Oh,
I think they picked
Fuck
because
you.
Fozzie
No, you're
has
not.
very
I
good-
am the fucking Bill O'Reilly of fucking EVE Online. I'm just gonna be honest. Hey,
No,
Rain,
yeah,
what are you
okay.
doing?
So,
today?
Fozzie's
Right?
a really good. He
Rain,
gives up
would
a
you
lot
like
of
a
his time
mentor?
every
Wait,
year
with
for
the scandal and
etc.
everything.
Yeah,
At
but
this
Fozzie
point,
also
they
had
made-
like
I've tried
third-
to mentor Rain for years.
They
You doing
they just
what?
put
No,
Fozzie's
Foz-
name on shit so that other fucking developers don't
And
get
because
shade thrown at them.
Fozzie is totally okay
Poor guy.
playing the quote unquote bad cop, he's a great dude, but he can just like fucking like ignore all the bad press that he gets. So then he's just like, oh, like, don't worry, just let me, like, tweet that out or write that down blog.
That's the thing.
And then
like,
he's just like, whatever.
He's part of a team.
Like, he understands.
He's a tank.
He's part of a team,
Well, I mean,
and so he's one of
team,
several
right?
people coming up with this. He's just the messenger that releases it to the public, and so he gets all the
Yeah,
blame
he's
for it.
able. Yeah,
Suetonia's like crawling into skin because he wants to
Exactly.
talk over it.
Right now,
Yeah,
right now, Suetonia has like his head is pulled up inside his foreskin, and he's like, I'm just not gonna like comment about any of this, right? And I don't mean like that head. I mean like his literal head. Okay, is like reverse foreskinned right now. Okay.
Oh my god.
The fact of the matter is that a lot of what Fozzie puts out there is on behalf of the team, right? And I know that Fozzie has one of those personalities that is probably very actually forceful, and maybe
he's like
he
a
does
duck,
push
man. It
through.
just rolls off his back.
Well, and maybe he does push through ideas and things like that, and this is one of the things, and I'm sorry, because there has been a lot of fucking rage. Oh my god, this might actually be a rant coming on. There have been a lot of things in the last fucking week, okay, that people have raged about. First, it was like the Rorqual and the whole goddamn mining thing and shit like that. And here today,
wait. Jackal just fucking did more bits saying fuck Fozzie, fuck Grit. It looks like we have to do another shot.
Rip.
Do you have your drink poured?
No,
Okay,
I don't have it
talk.
poured.
Suetonia, talk.
Suetonia,
Yo, what?
I appreciate you're the only one besides
Suetonia,
myself.
pull your head out of the foreskin and talk.
Yo, I was just gonna say, like, CCB Fozzie gives up a lot of his personal time to help with the Alliance tournament. Like, he's a really good guy, so he doesn't deserve as much hate as he gets on Reddit. I think it's just because he's like one of the. He's used to be a player. He used to post on Fail Heap Challenge a lot, so he's used to interacting with Eve players on the forum. So I think he's just the guy for it because of that. It's easier to hate. I think it's easier to hate someone who used to be a player than just a random dev.
I just don't think he gives a shit, which is why he's perfect for it. And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people when they see the amount of hatred he gets that would not.
Whatever.
He is very.
I'm sorry. I'm actually going to link two things together right now. Okay. You know what? Fozzie knows what he's fucking getting into. If you've played this game and then go to become an employee of this company, you know what you're fucking getting into. Just like Thev Sonata out there. Wait, they let Dirk back on the show while drinking? Thank you for joining for the first fucking time in the last 18 months. Yes, you know why they did?
Wow.
You know why they did? Because I didn't mean the shit that fucking happened that night. But thank you very much for fucking coming.
Dirk said,
just fucking ignore the haters. You gotta pull a CC Fozzie.
I'm not gonna ignore the haters.
No,
I'm not gonna ignore the haters because you know what? When I fucking Google Dirk McGurk, Dirk McGurk out there, that shit reminds me. It reminds me why I am a more sensible commentator right now and why that shit won't actually fucking happen again.
Yeah,
but
and if you ignore them, if you ignore them,
I'm not gonna fucking ignore them. I'm not gonna ignore them just because I ran in North Korea or had missiles pointed at me. I'm not gonna ignore them.
Dirk getting mad. What you do is ignore them, and then they shut the fuck up because they realize their opinion doesn't fucking matter, and nobody gives a
actually,
fuck
your
what they
opinion
say.
does matter. Your opinion does matter. It has morphed me as a fucking human being.
Chat and complain. No, stop. Be a fucking man and go up to Dirk McGurk.
You can do the other way, Rain.
But no, don't fucking sit.
I know some of you semi-triggered people are triggered right now.
What the fuck happened?
Wait, somebody who wasn't actually triggered and then got triggered and then like I've rolled back.
Say that shit to my face.
We're gonna do
I think
I'm not safe spacing right now. I'm just saying that, you know what? Look, I think we all learn. I think we all grow. I think we all fucking move on. And I wanted to explain it to this guy who is still obviously
he doesn't care. He doesn't care about your personal
yeah,
development. He wants to be a dick bag.
You're just feeding the troll, Dirk. So.
You just throw my shade in the chat. I'm my haters.
I know, but our
chat.
ratings are going up when I say this shit, and I get paid on that.
Hold on. I don't want to end up on fucking live stream fails again because you got mad at some
our goal is
idiot.
wait. Our goal is once a year for that. But anyway, let's do some we'll do shots and chill. We're doing shots and chill right now.
After what we just talked about, you want to give me alcohol?
No. We're gonna shots and chill, and I'm gonna say that I'm glad Dirk went on a rant about that dude because then we got that awesome North Korea reference joke. So I'm glad.
Yeah,
about that.
Exactly, because that's how this shit works. You don't get the good without the bad.
The best part is like the audio version of this. Everyone just hears us being really angry, but nobody can see us fucking cracking up on the webcam. It's the worst.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Jay McLean, who's the only one like myself drinking out of a rocks glass. And when you started that rant, we just had the same look on our face. It was just kind of like.
Oh, how much ice do I have in this glass?
Oh man.
I was just thinking, are we the top percent of the top 1% here? That's all I'm thinking.
No.
Well, I
that's
think
been
you
brought
actually
up again.
have
That's
less
been
ice
brought
in
up
your
again, and we
glass.
just can't do that quite yet. We can't get there quite yet. But
I'm
honestly,
pushing it. I'm pushing it.
I know you are pushing it. Okay, and that is why I went to this, this whole thing of the pirate faction battleships. Look. Do we have an issue with it? Do we have an issue with jacking the price of pirate faction battleships as they stand right now relative to Tech 1 battleships?
Well, okay.
We have a problem with their prices.
Somebody said yes. Somebody said yes, so give them a fucking chance.
I'm saying
it's
just
a
from the
fucking problem, dude.
announcements about the pirate battleships, the price has been jacked. Have you noticed?
Yes.
Yeah, because
I've noticed since they announced it, but not before that.
Well, yeah, not before that. Before that, it seemed reasonable, I thought, but
which we can actually get into, because why do they do that shit? It's like, look, if you want to tweak some fucking blueprint spawn stuff out there in an anomaly, just tweak it behind the scenes.
It's
do
better
not
for
have
them
to
to
fucking
announce
devlog
it
that
rather
shit.
than just let people know about it, during the patch. I think it's way better for them to announce it beforehand.
No.
So it gives the market a chance to stabilize. I also think there are some people who just play the market for fun, and that's what they like to do.
Literally, they aren't needed in life. Honestly, if you play the market for just fun, not
here's
needed.
the thing. No. In real life,
unless you
if
play,
something's
unless you
happening
pay
in
a
the market,
subscription.
There's usually something to tell you ahead of time. You usually see something in the news, like something is going on. If you're watching stock, if you're investing in commodities, you see stuff coming ahead of time. Or
you
you're
don't
just a
see
dumbass.
You should have seen this.
You
You should have known. You should have known that they were going to fuck with Macarials at some point.
They talked about
I
it
was
at
gonna say,
FanFest.
I was telling people before I was even on CSM, I was like, guys, this is fucking broken as shit. Like, invest, because they're gonna probably do something. There's no way that fucking the 350 mil Balgorns are gonna stick around. There's absolutely no way that's going to stay.
Yeah, man, like Reaver's Cerberus fit almost costs more than a Yacht Fleet Mac. Pretty,
Yeah, and I was like, this, and people were like, oh, you got info? I was like, no, it's not any insider info. It's called, look at what the price is versus what it does. There's no fucking way it's gonna stay like that. I don't even need to ask them. I just know it's gonna happen. Like, anyone who knows market shit could look at that and say, this is what's gonna happen.
Sol Decimus confirmed leak CSM NDA.
Oh shit!
Shit. He's a fucking private citizen right now that is only talking about what he thinks.
How much side grain do you own, Sulan, by any chance?
None, actually. I don't know
He's
why
a
you
private
even.
citizen
I don't
like
even know why
Frank
people would
Underwood
really want to
now.
go for Zydrine anyways, because
It's
not
just
even...
like some weird meme.
Yeah. I don't even know why people would want to go for that anyways. Now, if Mexilon
I swear,
shot up,
is Jin here? Did Jin just walk in?
Not sure.
No, fucking
No.
Suproni and Jin. I swear to God, their voices in my head are literally the same voice.
Jack, if he donates $5, says
Sutonia and Jin, they sound the same.
Keep taking shots, and he says, "Let's talk
which
more
is not
about building a
Soundist.
wall and making Quant pay for it."
Your ears are dumb, Dirk.
You cannot be Soundist. Nobody out there is Soundist, okay?
Oh, me and Jin are
You
kind
look
of from
the
like the
same
same
as-
area.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they have the same accent. I would say
Voices
that.
don't sound the same.
You're
though.
thinking
Going
Rilo. Him
back
and
to the
Rilo.
pirate-
All you people sound the
No.
same to me.
What do you mean, all you people?
Well, no. It's,
Oh
I'm just
my
saying, like,
god.
Those two, they totally
there's a
fucking sound the
lot of
same.
different British accents. Like, you can definitely tell the difference between a lot of them. But Jin and Sutonia both have very similar British accents. So
Yeah,
that
we're
might be
both
it.
from like south of London, like Brighton area, kind of.
Okay.
They're
Is that a
going back
posh
to the...
area? I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
No,
We're
it's
still-
No, it's
not.
south
Okay.
of London.
That's only
It's
the
not
top
posh at
1%.
all.
That's what's up.
Also, can we add that Apophany is now on the channel for some dank commentary?
Oh,
I love
time.
Hey,
the
there he is.
changes?
We're not,
Oh,
we're
well,
not talking about
okay.
the...
Fun of these people that are quitting the game because of the carrier, the fighter thing, the faction battleship thing, all that stuff. I mean, they're
No one's
quitting
quitting over the
game.
faction battleship. No.
Nobody's
will-
quitting
no.
over that.
People,
Although some people last night
Fighter.
said, you fucked up my
You
skill queue,
guys
I'm
have
quitting with 19
not
accounts.
people
Been paying attention to EVE Online Facebook.
people will quit over everything when they change way back in
don't
the
pay
day when they
attention to
changed the
Facebook
user
group.
interface for like
Facebook group is
inventories.
AIDS.
People were quitting over that. It's like, it's just a different. You just have to click different spots for your stuff. That's it. They did.
There were years ago where I cared about the fucking rage that happened in Eve. Right now, you know what I fucking care about? When people say on the forums, right?
When people say that shit to my face, bro.
Well,
oh hey,
number one,
I'm gonna.
That
you wouldn't say
number
that to
one
his
that
face.
because that's
in real
totally
life,
a
he's
fucking
jacked.
stand-up.
We gotta
player,
roll another
okay?
ship.
Yeah,
roll another fucking ship. Roll it right now because there are people out there fucking talking, and they're the ones that deserve to fucking earn. Okay, but
the thing is with the Reddit thing today is like it's popcorn time, and you just
let Apple Pear fucking talk. God damn, Ronnie.
Yeah, what I said. The thing with Reddit today is just popcorn time. Read everything and eat popcorn and have a lot of fun and laugh about it and how much people rage.
Be sure to log in all your alts and pull the living shit out of them. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but make sure to go to the gym after eating all that pop.
If we had as many Reddit alts as people have Eve alts, we would dominate Reddit Eve and like just shut people down.
No, you wouldn't because they already have, and they already have 20 more than you do.
No. Oh shit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I love when I put one thing that like someone doesn't like, and within 15 minutes it's -20, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm sullen.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like once it hits 10, there's no way you would even see that thing unless you were looking for it.
But sometimes you have those good days that you can read Reddit and have fun with it, and or you do things and you know, oh yeah, that will end up on Reddit, and you can see the tears.
It's been fun reading Reddit.
I'm doing a shot. I'm doing a shot to the listeners because you know what? Fuck yeah. Do you guys see more than 200, or are we like borderline?
Yeah.
Oh,
everyone type
we were like just over 200.
If we're below 200, I'm not doing a shot again.
We're below 200.
Everyone type exclamation point over Dirk.
We were like 207 for a long time. It probably just.
It was
dropped.
cool. You know, it was cool back then. I would have done a shot then, but whatever.
Okay. Tell your friends, get 2 more people in here.
I'm not mad at all. I don't do sub 200 shots.
Whoa.
Seda says GigX leaks.
What?
Oh, that's
GigX leaks.
There is some good stuff
202
there.
shot time.
CO2. There we go. 202.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was quick.
Boom, do it when it happens, baby. You know what? I'm sorry, GigX. Y'all can think what you want about him. Fucking legit alliance leader in this goddamn game. Fucking guy will that will throw his own balls against the wall, take a hammer, and still nail them in.
Wow.
You what?
That takes some
Yeah,
fucking
that's
nuts. You can't just do that with your own nipples. Like, balls are the only things that you can do that to.
Oh
Rain?
my god.
Am I not true?
I don't know.
Am I
But
not
at
true?
least he's making friends with his
Do you want me to
fellow
speak from experience,
coalition
or?
dudes in.
No, I'm just,
Test,
I'm like
etc., so
throwing
that's
it
good.
out there as a thing where it's like, really? I'm not a big, I'm not some like Serbian, lover or anything like that. I mean, I'm just saying,
You
it's
making
like,
fun of Serbians?
no,
I'll
I'm
have
not
you
making
know,
fun of them at
Reza
all.
is
I'm
not
just,
a
I'm just
Serbian,
saying,
and he
it's
is
like,
like
I think
my
he
India.
nuts up when he has to.
You should always make fun of GigX because GigX.
Gets him to nut up. Hold on. That's the thing. If you make fun of him, it gets him to nut up. Okay? I'm trying to give him a nut up knowing that right now I don't need him to drop a super.
Yeah, because now we can't launch any fighters, and that's just nerfed as fuck for carriers, and can't rat. Yeah,
Okay.
that sucks.
So can we go
Pirate
on what?
faction battleships.
No, we're
Go
going
ahead,
with
Rain.
pirate faction battleships. Can we go on to the next topic? Because
Yes.
No, hold on.
Are we
I just
scared?
want,
We're
I
all,
want to
like,
close out.
kind
I
of-
want to close out
Okay.
pirate faction battleships because look,
Charlie Mike Dirk.
we all
Good change.
we all know that the Macarial is the shit that fucking matters. The rattlesnake is lined up right behind that, right? Everything else is some bullshit. And I'm sorry forums, when somebody says, "Wow, this is gonna fuck with the AT,"
No.
I
Is it
literally
really?
wanted
No.
to cry. I wanted to
No.
weep. I wanted to weep.
No.
Mate, come on, like what team can't afford to spend an extra 600 mil for their AT team? Like,
Guys, we can't spend 600 mil for this
I
fucking
wanted
Macario
to
comp.
weep.
We have to go with some fucking
We
shitty
can't
ass
afford
Hyperion.
extra 400 mil to buy our flagship that we're gonna drop 80 bill of mods on.
Gnosis
yeah,
flagship.
man. what the fuck?
Exactly.
Speaking of flagships, they actually pushed the date for those. If we want to talk about that, just kidding.
Yeah,
go on.
that's.
Do you have an interjection? Go.
No, I was
No,
saying
it's-
so. No, go on, Dirk.
Throw the date. Oh, I'm saying, do you have something you want to interject here? What's the date?
So it used to be, I think it was, it used to be the 13th, and now it's the 22nd. So a lot of people were stressing about their flagship, and then they kind of pushed the date. And some people are like, oh, well, I wish I knew this earlier. And other people are like, what the fuck ever, we already decided. So it's whatever.
Do you really think that the people who know how to use a flagship were stressing over that?
No.
I mean, like,
yes.
You do. Hold on.
Maybe.
Chime in. Go.
So flagship choice is pretty important. Like, there are examples that are always good choices. Like, so for example, the Balgorn is just a fucking awesome choice as a flagship, right? You get the mega webs, you get the huge neuting power, still does a bunch of DPS, utilitize, blah, 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 blah. Really good, really versatile for a ton of comps. But the SNI kind of been good over the years. Vindy being cheap has to be researched at the very least as an option. It is very easy to say, obviously it's the BAL, especially given the BAL NBC comps we saw last year. But for teams who really want to research it and really want to put the time in to figure out, is it absolutely the best comp, rather than just assuming the BAL is going to be best, that requires more than like 2 weeks from rules coming out to properly test and figure out.
Are you speaking for experienced teams like PL, Tuskers, Hydra, or are you speaking for like medium tier teams?
PL experienced.
I'm speaking
team.
for everyone.
Because I
don't know. How
assume...
many Alliance tournaments has your Alliance won, Drayden?
Well, we Magooed our way to like halfway twice. Although I'm not with them anymore. My alliance is in the tournament this year.
Every year for the past.
My alliance is in the tournament this year.
Last year. But no, I was gonna say I feel like some of the like top.
You say your alliance is in this year.
Bastion's
you mean
got a team.
tomorrow?
Bastion's got a team this year.
Are they in the tournament? Are they in the feeder rounds or like?
No,
they're in the feeder
they're in
rounds.
the legit gonna win the whole fucking
like
thing.
straight up round. Okay, like all right, fine.
Drayden talking mad shit. I feel like some of the top tier
until we
teams,
lose.
they already have that all figured out, whereas like the other teams are just like, fuck, how do we figure out a flagship? I don't know, man. Just go for like the best ship. Or
I don't know,
like,
man. Can't we get some webs on our Vindy?
Well, conversely, I think it may actually be easier for bottom to mid tier teams to pick a flagship because the BAL is just a really solid, obvious choice. But for the top teams, like the BAL is a really obvious choice. But because of that, do you want to like counter pick against BAL, against certain comps you're seeing?
Against
like for a young team, just doing your basic research, looking at what ships make good flagships, the BAL is a solid, good choice that you can't go wrong with. But for the teams that really want to eke out that edge over the other teams that are really looking to win the final weekend and really get that far, then you might be going, maybe we counter pick, maybe we do need to pick a BAL, but we need to figure out how it works and how to counterfeit and all that stuff. So the top teams will want to put more work in on looking at what the flagships are going to be like this year.
Shout out to my man Dan Cool. Fucking
Dan Cool.
Fucking.
Why are we doing a shout out to Dan Cool?
Damn, I'm gonna tell him you said that, Poppy.
You feel free to.
That's my boy.
I think he probably already heard it.
This year?
Fucking Dan Coolio.
I mean, look, what we're talking about this weekend, though, is the feeder rounds, right? These are the people who are like, I wasn't top 16 last year. I couldn't fucking, like, arbitrage my way into it, you know.
Dude, there are some fucking legit teams in the feeder rounds, fam.
There are, because they're half the field.
Wouldn't you want to do it just to get some practice in?
The feeder rounds are going to be absolutely brutal, by the way. If you don't win the first match, you have to win 3 matches in a row, or you're out.
I want.
So it's going to be insane.
I want to see one of the.
This might actually be for those of you out there. Those of you out there who are not like part of the fucking top tier or top money. This is your tournament. This should be called the fucking like.
And it's gonna be fun as hell
yes, we have Pora's tournament, but that is still a good tournament.
Fun as hell. So
I would rather actually play in this fucking tournament.
I was gonna say, one of the things I've actually been wondering about with these rounds is because the fact that, like, and I know that gambling isn't allowed, but you can't tell me that there's not gonna be internal groups doing their own thing.
Someone be a bookie and send me your info, and I'll send you all my ISK and hope that you pay me back.
Yeah.
This is a
it's gonna
good
be
part of the
amazing
tournament.
to watch, because what you're gonna have are these teams who are like, fuck it, who won? What team won last year? We're gonna just steal one of their comps, practice with it, learn it, and then they're gonna lose to some people going just like, fuck it, we're just gonna pick every goddamn ECM ship we can, and we're just gonna throw it in the match and fucking win.
I want to see.
And it's just gonna be just hilarious watching like teams try like really good comps against teams trying fucking cheese comps, and people are just gonna be like all over the place, like fuck it, we didn't practice, we have no time, whatever, we're just gonna wing it. Who cares?
Can I love just say for a second that like this year's gonna it's gonna be a lesser experience because we don't have Eve Bet this year.
Yeah, I know. I fucking miss Eve Bet. I'm gonna miss that so
Rip
hard,
Eve
but
Bet.
I love cheese comps. I know they're not that effective, but I fucking love watching them go into matches. And I really want to see someone pick up the old PL. We're going to go in with like 4 bombers and just launch a volley of bombs at the enemy team and just hopefully kill a bunch of shit with that and then just clean them up. So
the conversation around bombers this year is super, super interesting, right? Because drones are going to be a massive part of the tournament because you're allowed T2 combat drones, movement drones again. Drones are really, really good.
That is a big
the light
fucking
ones and the
change.
medium ones are really, really good at catching up and bombers, right? Drones are really, really good at that. However, bombers, launching bombs, a good bomb run will fuck a drone team so hard. So they're this super polar. Either they get killed instantly and they suck, or they win the game for you by killing all the opposing.
Can you do a tinker? Is it possible to do a legit
It's very
tinker?
difficult, but it's still possible. It's
You
just
can't
very
use strategic
difficult.
cruisers with the Logi subsystem, so it's basically just Rabisu and Etana that are
Yeah.
kind of the only viable tinkers there.
Yeah.
So you
money,
can try
money
any
tinker.
mobile
If you see a
tinker,
tinker this
the-
year, it's a money tinker, right?
I hate tinkers. They're so
Or it's just a
boring
bad
to watch.
tinker.
They either fall apart in about a minute, or they just win because they make the match last to time and they've killed like 1 ship and nothing.
Was there
else has
ever,
died.
and Apophany, you might know this, Suit, you might, was there ever a, like, exciting tinker match?
Yes.
The tank
There's
was breaking.
there's been like a
The
few,
tank
but
was breaking.
So there are multiple interesting tinkers. The first one that comes to mind is the one that Drayden mentioned, where PL bombed the tinker, which was fucking awesome. There was the one where I think it was either Camel or Warlords did an amazing job where they scooted their TFI around the ship blocking, bumped the Tengu out of the way, and it was just a beautiful example of manual piloting.
I
that was
think
caught
I
on camera.
remember that
was
one.
super
Seeing
exciting.
yeah, when they bumped the
And
the
then
Logi out.
generally, the end game comp for the Camel Warlords team back in AT13, which was the Etana Widow with Cambion's Tinker, that itself, it's called the Immobile Tinker because the Etana has lots of rep range like a normal logistics cruiser, unlike the T3 cruiser. So you get to have a lot more fun with that, and you get to roll support ships that can actually fly around and do shit. So yes, you can absolutely watch interesting Tinkers.
The one thing I remember about the Tinkers is like 2 years ago there were a lot, and every 10 minutes when there was time on that cast from the AT, people were explaining what the Tinker was again. So I think I explained it in one day like 10-20 times, and I was like, really?
It's because TQ, it's very difficult for the average player to understand how tournament play works. So when you use phrases like Tinker, or like some of the like names like Kingslayer comps or whatever, the average player doesn't understand it. And sometimes even the higher end players don't
Magoo is one of
understand
those things that like most people don't know. Magoo.
Yeah,
If
but
you're gonna
why
fucking
why
Magoo shit
explain it
up,
like every
I had
two
to learn
matches
that on
again?
the day when people started calling TNT that.
Exactly.
I'm
You know,
a young
'cause
man, I'm a
I'm
young
sorry. It's like if you don't fucking know, you don't know how to like bring it together.
It's my boy Hackwell. He's like, all right, everyone anchor up on me. We're gonna win.
Yeah,
this."
we're gonna fucking Magoo. Your glasses
So
might
terrible.
be thick, but your DPS is awesome.
It was fun to watch, man.
Exactly. You know why it was fun to watch? 2 top 10 finishes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, two
Top
two
16.
whatever, 16 finishes. 1 year was top 10.
Yeah, one.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
didn't
other one.
totally
'Cause you guys
suck.
won another match after the Magoo.
That is
the
the
one.
whole thing. And McLean just said it right now. Look, there are some teams out there, they will bust their balls. Like the sweat off of their balls will drip out there and like nobody will pick it up, right? And other people, it's just like, you know what? Do you see where we ended up? In the grand scheme of EVE Online, I was number 13. I was number 12. I was
They
number
just
14.
ran like
I was
an
number
everyday
9.
Saturday night, like small gang roam style.
Exactly. And it's like, you know what? Look, you know what? If you can get that fucking high, if you can roll into that by being
hey,
by
go out there
being
and
a
shoot for the
I'm here
stars,
to have a good time player, you're a fucking king.
Well, now
PL
here's
can
the
do what
thing.
it's doing. Fucking like Camel Swamp Empire or whatever the fuck those people were. It's like they can do it.
Now, here's the thing. Dak Elron in chat.
But do you know the effort they put into it? Like per effort ISK hour.
All right,
what were you saying, Drayden?
Dak Elron is asking in chat, is there a place that describes all the lingo for the, because we're talking about Tinkers, we're talking about Magoo. Magoo was a thing, like, you had to be there and you only knew it because the commentators quoted it. Like, it was actually Elise that quoted it. Say, like, they Magoo.
It's called anchoring up. It's called anchoring up, and you're Magoo comp, and you're still anchoring.
Yeah, the Magoo comp that TNT used was like, it was just like, normally Alliance tournament teams, you all like fly your own ship. You have to know exactly what you're doing. Whereas TNT had like the old school, like, we're gonna have an FC, everyone's gonna anchor on the FC, and they all just went in a line around the enemy and somehow won the matches. So they
we're gonna shoot things we think need to be shot.
The Tinker is a little bit more involved. There's different versions of the Tinker and stuff, but Tinker is essentially like you have this brick tank core ship that kills everything, and all this support stuff around it that keeps it from dying.
Not really.
Kind of.
That's
the way I look at it in layman's terms. It's like nothing ever dies. It kills like one thing and they win.
We're trying to keep things at a fucking normal man's level here at Podney.
So it's kind of right, but kind of wrong at the same time. So the idea of the Tinker is you have a Tech 3 cruiser, right? Which is a very tanky ship that we know from our TQ play. You get a couple battleships and you feed it cap with energy transfers.
Oh, that's
that
right.
means it runs its local rep as much. You can fit an extra large local shield booster on it and run that constantly, so it's got a crazy local tank. And those ETs coming in also give it cap to rep everything else. And you run with it very high tank ships such as Tech 2 resist hulls, or battleships like the Scorpion Navy or the Rattlesnake, which have resist bonus on the hulls. That means you have a very tanky team that is very difficult to kill. However, it is a high point cost, which means you tend to have to run undermanned. You cannot utilize tribute, and also the rep range and the energy transfer range is very, very small. So you have to ball up, stay all close together, in order to make the entire concept work.
Which is what makes it interesting, because it either works beautifully or it fucking fail-scades awfully if one thing goes wrong.
An imp just died.
You know what?
Whose?
You know what?
Samantha Myth.
Samantha lost it.
Fucking Sam.
Sam.
Bombing the Carriers.
What?
Oh my God, Ronnie! Hold the mic away from your mouth.
Oh,
Smart bombing the Carriers and Cat.
That's Casper's imp. He fucking lost it. Samantha stole it from TikTok and Casper, and he fucking lost it.
He stole it, imp, and then lost it?
Jesus Christ, he stole it.
The MMO police this year are having a hard time.
Friendship that ended a friendship?
Yeah, so that dude spent 16 months trying to steal 2 AT ships. I got fucking 4 within 6 months, didn't steal them. That guy's a fucking little bitch. Like, holy fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Wait, you have 4 AT
Rain
ships?
bitch.
How do you have 4 AT
That
ships?
guy's a fucking loser. I almost said something really inappropriate. I apologize.
Yeah, we're doing
Something
shots.
inappropriate.
Wait,
There's nothing inappropriate on this show.
How do
Beyond
you
the
have
whole
4
bitch
AT
thing?
ships?
So Blue Melon, Big Daddy Blue Melon likes to make people really angry when I stream. So he'll just trade me
who
things
doesn't?
to try and he just trades me things to try and piss people off. So one time he's like, Rain, I'm gonna trigger your chat, and I'm like, Blue, please don't. And then like four AT ships end up, I'm like, Blue, you can't, like, no. And he's like,
Oh, so
Rain,
you just
accept
gave
the
them to you?
trade.
He didn't like, here, sit these, and then
like,
you got them back?
No, he traded them to me, and I'm like, Blue,
Okay,
stop. Like,
so
it's
you
gonna
got
make
you
me
were
very...
given 4 AT ships.
Yeah, and I could have just kept them. but
Why
I'm not
though?
gonna
Wait,
fuck them.
Rain? I mean,
Oh, but you didn't.
No, we're
keep
not
them.
going
Oh, wait,
we
you
did
didn't
that a
keep them,
couple
though.
weeks ago. We know why, but look,
Rain, you make a terrible pirate. I'm just letting
I'm
you know.
not a pirate. I don't.
She said
I
you had
understand
terrible
that.
pilot.
You'd
I
make a
get no
terrible
like
pirate.
Blue Melon as a friend is worth more than any sort of money in this world. If
Really?
that makes Melon
like
has been there
when
for
you
me.
met
I've
up
seen-
at Blue
I don't
Melon
know
at
Blue
like
Melon,
a
but-
fucking diner and shit, like, are things better than what you thought?
What? No, Blue Melon's like an amazing person because he always helps his friends and sticks up
I
for
don't
them.
know Blue Melon
He's
that
just
well,
an amazing person. Like, and I told you about his real life. Like, he just does amazing shit for people. Like, why would I?
No,
want to
we
betray
don't
somebody
actually
like
want
that?
you to dox him and tell tell us about his
His
real life.
name
but-
is
chill, dude.
and he is a
No,
But
don't
no,
do
no,
that.
he's
Don't.
no, like he's like a pretty great person in real life.
Yeah,
and
the only
sticks up for
experience
his
I had with Blue
friends,
Melon
no
was
matter what.
when we were doing the whole sign up for BUC thing down in Amamaki. Blue Melon was there, and then some people were coming and starting to shoot the Sino ships, and then Blue Melon got a fleet together and went and like killed them all off and stuff, and just sat
Honestly,
there.
if we were there,
sat there and gave us
shot
protection
that
and stuff.
shit,
So he's like a PL guy, and I'm sitting there, you know, I'm like an Imperium guy, and he's like, hold on, I'll keep people off you. I'm like, okay, this is like awkward, but cool.
You do realize Blue Melon was actually in Mike for
Why
quite a
is
while,
it
right?
awkward, bro? Like so many.
Yeah.
No, it's not awkward. It was just, it's just weird that a PL dude is sitting there protecting a
about
goon.
Eve. Why is this shit so awkward about shooting people? I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what Eve needs? It does not need more fucking love. It needs more fucking shooting people in the fucking.
I wasn't
dick.
saying that was. I was saying that it was awkward that a PL guy was sitting there protecting a goon guy. That's the awkward part that I was getting at. It's like,
come on, Derek, look at your face. Look at your face.
No, seriously. It means I will hug the shit out of you, but we should be totally killing each other like fucking genocide in Eve.
Dirk, you misunderstood what I said. You misunderstood.
Like at some point, there should be some goddamn gaming magazine out there that said, "Holy shit, the fucking Holocaust that happened in that place."
Dirk.
Here's the thing.
You misunderstood. Hold on, Dirk. You misunderstood.
No, seriously, I'm not even fucking joking.
Oh my God, Dirk.
In any of those fucking terms.
Dirk, you misunderstood what I said. I was not saying it was awkward because people were shooting me. I said it was awkward that a PL guy was protecting a goon pilot because they're like arch enemies in the game. So it was a little weird.
No.
That was the only awkward thing.
This is the problem with how we all fucking play.
He just cares who you are as a person, and that's why he.
Well, right. I was saying that was like the only oddity is that like that situation was happening, which was cool. But I wasn't saying it was awkward that people were shooting me. Like it's like, hey, it's Eve. You could shoot anyone you want. It's fair game. I wasn't pissed about it.
Yeah, so Dirk said something about Eve Meets and Jay said something about Eve Meets. I just want to mention, what the upcoming events are. If you guys are in these areas to come out to these Eve Meets, there's Toronto Meetup on June 17th. There's a Salt Lake Meetup on June 24th. There's a Houston Monthly Meetup on the 24th of June. Those are just the local ones. Get out and meet your Eve players because that's my dear to
because
me,
that
people
totally
have to
fucking
go out
adheres
and meet
to
people.
I won't attack you later.
Hold on.
No, but you know what?
fucking Eve nerds.
Wow.
Dirk, we're in PL. I came out and shot your shit.
It does, unless you come to the fucking Eve Northeast where we camp and literally want to kill each other by the second day.
If you
I just want to point out, I'll be at the Eve Salt Lake meetup here on the 24th. So
you fucking
I might come up there.
Go meet some
The
other
meets are
nerds.
amazing,
It's a
yes.
fucking great time.
Yeah, and there's just going into July. There's like the first one is in EVEX Detroit, and then there's one in Germany. I
don't know.
My German's so bad, but anyway, yeah, I don't think I'm going to the Detroit one. But Solon, I'll come up to the
Is there a
Salt Lake one.
Wow.
Is there an Eve Spokane anywhere on there?
Not on the first page. I'll have to look.
Oh, okay, Spectre. I'm
no
calling
Eve
you out on that.
Compton.
That's
Yeah.
a little.
That's kind of hardcore, right?
Yeah,
Did you
that's
see what he
kind
said
of
to me?
hardcore. Yeah, I see what he said to you.
I know
He
it's
says-
like fucking kind of hardcore. It's like look, I'm not a ninja. I'm not a fucking 06 operator or any of that shit.
Is that a
but I'm gonna be
threat?
honest. Like when I'm in Vegas, I'm like honestly, my anus, you're not gonna fucking come for it.
I beg to differ, Dirk.
I know you
You have to
would.
find his wife?
I know you
Unless-
think that
unless
fucking
you got a
barbecue
room
spare
key.
ribs will like
You
get
just
me
got
to
you got to
lay
get
down.
past. You just got to get past the Baby Ray's, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue
However,
barrier.
I am gonna drag this
Or
shit
chicken
back to
nuggets.
the fucking reality of where we are within the Eve universe, right? We can get here in a fucking after show that
Oh.
people follow us to or not. Okay,
Spectre
but
says
we actually
challenge is
have fucking
accepted,
real
Dirk.
shit.
Challenge is
Yeah,
accepted.
Spectre,
He's coming for the
Spectre
booty.
thinks that was a challenge.
Right now, I've fucking linked this shit out there. We have actually got fucking major changes that have set the world fucking afire. Last year, I was sitting at that burger joint in Vegas, having a fucking burger with CCP Larrikin. Today, not less than a fucking year later, that guy sends out a tweet going, "I'm gonna fuck with your fighters because of PvE." What does everybody think of this? Do we think that this is fucking legit? Or do we think that PvE is hard?
No.
I'm
keep
gonna
ranting.
fucking
You're doing
nerf
like you
your
were, Dirk,
fucking
Dirk,
fighters.
I totally expected you to be up in front of a podium. Do we think this is fair? What do
You need to
feel?
wave your arms.
Can I
around,
not
Wave your arm.
bring you
Take
together?
Dirk. Dirk,
Oh,
take
come
off your
on.
shoe and pound it on the desk. Take off your shoe and pound it on the desk right now.
I'll be the guy.
need
No, I'm not
this
pulling
now.
the fucking Khrushchev.
I'll be the
Go
guy.
Mussolini with
Just
this
by the mere
bitch.
fact that I took shoe, pounded on a desk, and said Khrushchev, you guys should all give me fucking extra credit for the fact that I'm pouring a shot right now of vodka.
Why do you not have a
Nice.
shot pre-poured?
I'll be the
Nostrovia, comrade.
I'll be the guy in the
Alright,
back of
My
that
so-
shot
rally,
is
so
way
just
too
like
important for all of you.
I'll be the guy in the back of that
Marshmallows
rally,
calling
just
us
like
for a
going to the
shot?
next guy, just be like, I don't even fly carriers.
Hey,
Like-
Red Boot Stamping, you're asking when we address the ghost exploiters. We already talked about that at the beginning of the
Oh my
show.
god, Marshmallow, I just saw what you wrote out there. You can't
Number
highlight my
2.
name, baby.
You guys, you want to bitch about this? Go ahead and bitch. I mean, like that's. You guys are like Gurgoon, Gur CCP, Gur this, Gur that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. There are
Thank you
changes
very
coming
much
in
for your
Eve.
fucking input. Okay, I am literally cutting you off right now because you're fucking
being
wrong.
rude to
None
her?
of this. No,
You're
no
big
bullshit.
fucking Gurk. Yo, you shut your whore
No,
mouth.
I'm
You
sorry.
left.
I'm not throwing fucking weight around. Okay, this actually has to do with a fucking bullshit excuse. Number one, this actually doesn't have to do with goons.
It might be a bullshit excuse, but it is still happening. Go ahead, get salty about it, but it is happening.
It's true.
would you say this
CCP
is
is
the
not
perfect-
exactly a company that gives a shit about what the players want.
I was
so.
gonna say this is a
Exactly.
perfect time where this is a perfect thing, and that CCP let the name change go back when they said just let it happen. That should be like their theme right now for all of their patches.
There's an
Just let it
entire
happen.
fucking. There's an entire fucking economic theory about just let it fucking happen. Okay, this is not fucking it though. This is not just about goons. All right, you cannot blame this shit on what happens out there in that place. Okay, those people.
Gurgoon.
What do you mean, those
You
people?
people.
Those
Sorry, I had to
fucking
throw that in
people.
there.
You know exactly what I goddamn well mean about those people.
We're the top
Anyways.
1% of the top 1%.
We are the
right
top
here.
1% of the top 1%. Okay.
All
Oh
we are
my
people
God.
who have owned a
20,000
carrier in
1%.
our lifetime. We are people who have owned a super carrier
I
in our
think
lifetime.
there's a lot of
Dirk.
people who have owned carriers.
Do you own a carrier? Winter, I'm going to throw it out there right now. Do you own a carrier?
Yes, I do.
Do you own a super carrier?
No, I don't actually.
Then your opinion of this is 1/3.
Oh, so you're saying people that own supers and carriers?
Wait.
Because I've owned carriers
Wow.
in Drift. I don't
I have
anymore,
both.
but I have. But I've never done supers.
Dirk,
The fact
I
of
have
the
more
matter is
capitals
this.
than you
Okay,
on
look.
Winter side. Shut the fuck up.
All right,
I would
shots
totally
time.
love to shut the fuck up. Okay, but there,
Shut
you,
the
you
fuck
want
up.
you want to call a fucking shot? Boom, bang,
Well,
we're
yeah,
doing
we had
it.
it ready.
However, I can do my shot and fucking still keep fucking talking way before you younger people. And the fact of the matter is this. Do not
Sounds
fuck
like
with
different
the
eyeballs,
economics of this game or the PvE of this game by fucking with the PvP unless you actually fucking mean it. Okay? So, if you have a problem with how the fucking economics of this game are working out, then deal with the economics of this game.
Are you implying
don't
they didn't mean
actually
it?
deal with the fucking P of
He
this
didn't
game
mean it. I just
and
just
like,
making
transfer it
some-
over.
CCP, it's just a prank, bro. No, we didn't mean
Just
it.
a prank, brah.
No,
he
this is
didn't
not
mean
just
it.
a
We
prank,
make him
bro.
angry,
You know what
and then
this
he-
is?
we make
This
him
is
do
just
this
a.
to us.
This is just a. I'm a retard, bro. This is just a. I'm a lazy, bro.
I'm just
That's what
wondering
it
if I-
fucking comes down to.
Say that
'Cause If
again?
you want to mess
Wait,
with the
wait.
economics, then mess with the environment. If you want to mess with the ship, then
So-
mess with the ship. But the fucking two things are not identical just because the same math equation works out because
He's on a
goddamn fucking
rampage.
I'm just like I'm
X
just
is
He's on a
times
rampage.
and
All right,
shit.
all right. So
Maximum
I'm gonna
Overture.
roll another ship. Dronebird just got back to me.
Not
they
fucking
got
maximum
their
overdue.
code.
Roll a ship.
Yeah, they got their code. And also Winter. Why am I the complaints department?
Don't
all
be
of
a
sudden?
bitch, Dev. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
Am I? I'm gonna get flooded with
Oh
emails.
no, Drayden, I love you. You know that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's fine. I'll just delete everything anyway. But
There you go.
No, gotta
then-
dab it better.
then,
I gotta fucking hold on. Can I
then
dab?
Carneros will be like, "Why are you deleting
Can
all
I
your
dab?
emails? What are you getting sent, huh?" Anyway, I'm gonna roll a ship. Wait, hold on. Did
Because
Dirk
seriously,
did you
if
just
my
dab?
name was CCP fucking Larrikin, your ships wouldn't be hit.
Wait, did you-
Somebody's goddamn bitch anomalies would be hit.
Did
because
Dirk-
I would understand economics. I would not have to. I would not have to have CCP Quant stand in for me.
Dirk, did you
Yeah,
just dab?
or the problem is mostly supers, right? Because like
did.
supers have
And
already
don't
earned
let me
more
say
bounties.
that CCP fucking Lyrican stepped in and said, "Hold my beer, bro," on fucking Fozzie.
Okay.
Mate, okay, so supers have already earned more bounties. Just supers we're talking about. More bounties already. It hasn't even been half a year. Than all bounties combined, all ships.
Do you
in
know why
2016.
that happened? Do you know why that happened? Because in
I do.
2015,
supers
they
Maybe-
expanded fucking
2016.
anomalies.
Maybe bounties should just
Supers
scale
should
down
be running
based on
bounties.
your
Wait,
ship.
Unless you
wait.
have fucking
Everybody shut up, shut
statistics,
up.
you can't fucking step with me. Okay? In 2015, they expanded
16.
fucking anomalies. No, not in 2016.
No,
We're
it's
not-
in
we're not still in the
2015.
fucking Obama Eve era.
They
Okay?
nerfed
We're in
the
the
bounties.
fucking Fozzie Eve era. And that means that in 2015, they fucking stepped up anomalies by 75%.
No, we're talking about 2016, not
75%. Okay? And then
I
the
tried that
following
already,
year, when
Sue.
they released anomalies, I think it was about 9 months later, okay? And they changed capitals, they fucked that shit up again. This shit compounds, people. Do you not know how to do math?
Well,
Maybe you should,
Dirk,
like,
if we
talk-
just
Wait,
take the
I'm
the
so
May,
confused on why you're
port-
complaining to the
monthly
masses who
report.
have no input on what happens.
Yeah.
Because all of
Because
these
that's how
people
it
do
gets
have
done.
input
Can we let
into it
Suetonia
because they
talk?
could be
Yeah, maybe
forum
can you shut
warriors
up?
Shut
that
up,
are
shut
out
up.
there being fucking
Oh,
rabble.
Dirk,
Dirk,
don't turn
Dirk,
Eve
let
into a
Suetonia
social
talk.
justice
Suetonia.
warrior thing.
Let Suetonia
Yeah,
talk because Suetonia can do
I
math.
think where
Step to
CCP,
it,
are
Kestrel
CCP
pilot.
Quan is coming from is the fact that there is going to be huge inflation if they do not act now. So we know that
Bullshit! Never in the history of this game
Wait, let
have
him
we
finish.
ever seen
Hey,
inflation.
there's
I
6%
swear to
this
God,
month.
I am not the guy. I am not the piece of
Wait.
shit that you want to come
Shut the
to
fuck
and
up.
talk about
Shut the fuck
inflation.
up.
Both
I
of
am
you,
not
wait,
Fox.
shush.
I am
Shut
not
the
fucking
fuck up,
noisy
Dirk.
gamer. I am the guy who actually knows
Shut
what
the
inflation looks
fuck
like,
up.
and it means fucking
Go, man,
revisionist
go. Yes.
upward fucking
Stop! Hold on. You
Okay,
guys
go.
are both
Go.
yelling
He's
so
saying
loud your
move the channel.
microphones are
Suetonia.
popping all over the place.
Rain.
Hey,
Maybe there's
the
not
mic
been
out of your
inflation, but
mouth.
DCP are making the right decisions.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
so the amount of ISK in the economy just in May increased by 6% from I think like 1,000 trillion to 1,060 trillion. There was a net gain of almost 60 trillion ISK, and like I said before, like supers
My shot, I'll
in
just
half
do
a
it.
year have made more ISK and bounties already than the entirety of 2016. There's a huge problem. This is where CCP are coming from. This is why they're attacking this is why they're attacking carriers and supers. Yes, you know,
No.
VNIs and Ishtars, yes, we know they're cancerous.
So why not just
they're
scale
AFK.
bounties on if you're in a carrier or not? And
Skill
then
the
not fuck
fucking
with it all?
environment.
Because
the environment
because
is
the-
broken, not the
The
fucking
smart
ship.
bombing max and VNIs and Ishtars, they haven't actually increased all that much. Like that, they were fine in 2015. They were fine in
So
2016.
scale
and
bounties based
2014.
on supers and carriers instead of nursing
Yeah,
the
that's
actual
what- I
So-
think
gameplay.
that's what
so
they're trying to
Chainsaw
do.
Blade
Wait,
did-
wait,
No,
wait,
that's not what
wait,
they're doing. They're fucking with
Please,
the PvP
everyone
aspect
stop.
instead
Hold
of
on. I don't
nerfing it.
think Suetonia was done. Let him finish. You guys keep
Because
railroading
his
over
shit
him.
is bullshit.
No,
Let him
he's
It's
go.
not
not.
like that
It's
for him.
actually
Then
not.
wait till
No,
he's
no,
done
Takes
and then
your
refute
fucking
it.
advice, Dirk, and maybe you can talk. When CCP
Wait
quotes
till he's-
fucking Suetonia YouTube videos, then you can shut the fuck up
Yeah.
and listen to him because he
Wait,
obviously knows what
okay.
the fuck
That's
he's
right.
talking about.
That's right. You know
So
what?
you
If I
can
lay
shut the
out a
fuck
how
up.
will my balls slap your fucking forehead meme, that might fucking mean something. But right now, okay, that's not the fucking case.
Alright,
And you might
well-
all laugh because you think I'm fucking
you-
drunk dirt. But when it comes
Dirk,
to
you
fucking
don't know what you're
economics
talking
being
about.
drunk, I am your
He
fucking
has
number
quoted
3
Suetonia
guy.
videos
Alright,
for patches
but-
and nerfs and buffs, so let him fucking talk.
Please, okay. Regardless of anything, like if you want to refute it, wait till he's done and then you can refute it. But let him finish.
No, I cannot process the amount of fucking like stuff that he will stuff into my brain in the next 3 seconds.
Dirk
Okay.
does
Tony,
not
just
support
roll with
free
it.
speech.
All right.
Confirmed.
No,
And
we
Quirk
do
is-
not have free speech on the Open Com Show. I am literally willing to overrule the rule of free speech.
So
Alright,
nobody knows
Again,
what
this
it is.
is not my opinion, Dirk. I'm just trying to tell you where CCP is coming from. There's 6% inflation this month alone. You can check it in the monthly report. It went from 1,000 trillion in the EVE economy to 1,060 trillion, which is 6% inflation, which is crazy. And again, the super number, like I already said, like if they don't do something, there's just going to be mass inflation, and it's mostly because of supers and carriers. Like, people have been skilling into them, injecting into them these past few months. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's a snowball, and they have to stop it at some point. That's where CCP are coming from. I understand why people are mad about the PvP.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. I don't mean to cut you off, bro.
I know, like,
but
yeah,
CCP Quant is the actual goddamn money man from CCP. He's the guy that's sitting there going, I'm the George Soros of CCP.
He maybe said some things he shouldn't on Reddit. He was misconstrued and taken out of context a bit. But again, he the way he posted was maybe a bit careless.
No, I don't think it was fake. Fake news. I think what he had was a valid point. Is yes, and I'm going to agree with Satonia here. Is that the inflation rate in EVE is too much. We've seen this happen.
It is not.
Yes,
we
have.
We
saw
this
this happen with incursions.
Was inflation.
We saw the rate of money coming into from incursions was way too much.
Unless you can throw a statistic out there that shows inflation in EVE. I swear to fucking God, you mongoloids who don't know what actual inflation means, okay? I'm telling you right now, this is not the fucking game you want to roll up on me on.
All right, Cork has got doing his $5. Cork has got doing his $5.
Quant is fucking wrong on at least 3 statistical levels.
Wrong. Why?
Dirk, how about you go spar them in economics before you sit here and
Cork said
and complain
Dirk just
about
went.
what the fuck
No,
you
this
said.
has nothing
Super
to do
Saiyan
with
over
drunk.
9,000.
This has to do with sober Dirk, but drunk.
Really qualified to talk about what he does.
Sober
It's
drunk Dirk?
literally his job.
I am, and he's wrong because he doesn't know the fucking game.
I'm just gonna
He
say.
doesn't have to know the game. He knows the economics. He knows the numbers behind the game. He knows the drivers. He knows the KPIs.
I
knows
can't win from this. I'm like
everything.
Trump with the old, you guys are not actually targeting me because what? Okay.
All right, hold on, real quick.
I'm telling you right
Dirk
now.
is,
I'm telling you right now. Quant is wrong with the whole fucking administration of
You see this
what
man
actually
right here
matters.
who's a fucking
The guy
doctor
that
who's
knew
wrong.
was Dr.
I looked it up
EO.
on WebMD, and I'm smarter
All
than
right, so
WebMD.
just-
I know
just-
vaccines cause autism.
No,
because I
I'm not.
Googled it.
I'm not
My yoga
smarter than.
instructor.
I'm telling you
This
right now, I
fucking
am totally
doctor
not
and these
fucking
leads
smarter.
of doctor are wrong. That's what you're saying, Dirk. That's how you're
All right, so
Act like
I know
Dirk,
what
wait, please.
right now. I know what I'm looking right now, and nobody wants the drunk guy to be the fucking.
Wait, Dirk and Rain, wait, real quick, Dirk and Rain. You both are yelling so much, your microphones are popping so bad that no one can really understand what the fuck you're saying. Talk in a lower volume because both your microphones are popping really bad. It just sounds like static yelling.
I will absolutely be willing to stand with you under oath, okay, under oath, about which one of us are fucking wrong with this. And I am willing to fucking bet 10 billion ISK about whether or not I am actually wrong with this.
Hear it? 10 bill on the line right now.
10 bill
I
on
heard
the
it.
line right fucking now.
What is
Nobody's bet. There's
what is
no
the
fucking,
statement?
like,
betting 10 bill that
there's
you're
no
wrong?
fucking even chance about this. Like
Hey,
either
Dirk,
you
I will
or
take
I
you if
are
you
right
explain
about
what your
this.
point is. If you give me a
You
specific
just bet
what
10
point
bill
you're
that
wrong.
you're wrong.
Apophany, you're a fucking like semi-educator that is willing to underscore fucking lower people from the
Be clear on
south
what-
side of London.
Be clear on what you are saying, whether or not you're wrong on, and I will take your 10 bill bet if I will disagree.
No,
with
I'm just trying to fucking bet Rain right now. Ronnie, as
I still think you're wrong. I'll take that 10 bill.
Okay, so right now, while I have the fucking like Ronnie bet. Shit, I can't even remember what I was fucking betting against.
You said Quant was wrong,
you're
and I'm
lost.
saying Quant is right.
Quant is wrong. Okay.
About
Quant is wrong about the whole idea of 260 million ISK ticks. That is a fucking lower echelon thing of like, I'm sorry. That is what happened like under the ultimate of fucking circumstances. That is bullshit.
He also said that.
He did say that. The two.
Yes,
I think
yes,
the 260.
later he fucking said that.
He
Not
corrected
his
himself on
fucking,
the
like,
260
my
mil.
stats
Yes.
show me this.
That was probably the top end of the bell curve of that tick that he saw for whatever it was by a ratting super.
Fuck this
which
shit.
Is, which
You know
is
what?
wrong.
I don't want to fucking
He
debate
knows that
anybody.
was wrong.
The fact the fact of the fucking matter is, this is all built on a fucking bell curve, right? Whether or not the fucking Imperium fucking like over-rats their goddamn systems, this is how it should work. This is how fucking like the shit should work. If you over-rat things, it's not quite there for the next guy to come along. If a fucking like iceberg melts, there's not a seal for you to fucking like cash out on. It doesn't fucking happen.
Yeah, well, let's get into a few issues in the game. I think the reason why people are mad is because you know the nullsec has been stagnant for the past year and a half or so,
and it will be stagnant for the next 8 years.
It will.
All of you are 75%. Let me cash in, bitches.
I think the reason why people are mad about this change is because like there's no real reason to fight right now, right? Like the big problem with why so much ISK is also coming into the economy is because space is so densely packed. Like right now, the Imperium have everything in one region.
No, it's not. Only the Imperium is densely packed. Everything is a bunch of fucking loose leaf bitches.
Yeah, because the Imperium doesn't need to take any more space, do they? Like, this is the problem, that you can support 15 to 16 Ratters in one system, 4 carriers, 10 VNIs in a minus 0.7 system quite easily. You know, in a system that has, like, 10 Havens, 4 Sanctums, plus, like, 8 Forsaken Hubs, etc.
Wait a second. So CCP made it so everybody had to condense because of FozzieSov. And now everybody's condensed and making too much money, which is a bad thing. So CCP...
Wait, you do not
it's bad
ever
because
measure this on
I'm just looking at it from more of a timeline perspective.
Yeah,
so everybody's doing exactly what CCP wants, and then that's bad?
There needs to be a push. There needs to be push and pulling.
No,
forces,
I know it
right?
is. I just want someone else to admit it.
I just want some person who's on
arguing
the CSM right now who has no idea what they're fucking talking about.
There needs to be push and pulling mechanics in EVE, right? Like before, people just had space everywhere because they fucking could, and there was no like investment really into doing it because you could like as soon as someone like if someone tried to shoot your 170 million EHP iHub, you just drop 200 supers on them from across the map. But like now, the cost of expanding
no idea what you're talking about because
logistics.
we're way beyond the fucking course of your low scale fucking like Kestrel warfare. This is not how it fucking works in economics.
Real quick,
There's no reason for the Imperium to expand, is there? Because they already have all the space they need.
There's no reason for anybody to expand.
Yeah, exactly. That's the fucking problem, isn't it? That's what I'm talking
but
about.
you don't want to push that on people. You don't want to be the guy
You
that
do.
stands up
You
and
want
says,
them to
"My
have to move
manifesto is this is what it means."
All
I'm
right,
gonna
what
tell
do
you
you
right
think
now,
the
bro.
mining
You will
anomalies
end up like
are for?
Apoth, go. Apoth has been trying to talk for like 5 minutes.
So, before we had the nerfs to power projection and people spreading out, people took a shit ton of space because they could. For example, if you had Pandemic Legion in one corner of the universe, they could project their entire super capital force across the other half of the universe quite fucking easily. Same with the Imperium, same with anyone who has had the biggest stick in nullsec, right? So people were capable of owning tons and tons and tons of space. They did not need to, but they could. They absolutely could very, very easily. They were not forced to because of the resources supplied by those regions. They just could, so they did. Why not? Okay, so we then nerfed power projection. We had Phoebe jump change hits. We had a whole bunch of changes that meant that it is far more difficult to project your power, which means that, oh no, we can't hold all this space. We're going to have to condense. We're going to have to get back in, and that's the bit you're talking about. Everyone is now condensed, as you are saying, but space is so valuable, it turns out. It can produce so that a group as large as the Imperium with so many members can support itself by holding so many regions. So instead of having all this tons of power spread over a large area that is very difficult to assault because you're fighting the entirety of the group wherever you hit them, you are still facing that problem, but instead of it being over 7 regions, it's now in 1 region. So to make people assailable, you have to force people to spread that power out across their swathes of land, so they become assailable, and so combat becomes realistic. Before, it was impossible because you could have all of your power at any point in 7 regions. Now it's still difficult because you can have all your power at any point in 1 region, and you have no reason to spread that power across multiple regions. So, Tony, do you agree with my assessment?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And there needs to be reasons to get people out of that condensed area, like outside that 7 light year range where, you know, you can't win a fight because people have 20 faxes ready to go.
So like Old South.
Do you think that the fighter changes are going to do that?
I don't think the
changes
fighter
aren't gonna do
changes
that at all.
necessarily are going to do that.
I
think
know,
there
I
was
said
that
stopgap
they're
We were
gonna
talking.
fix the anomalies.
I know.
aren't
We
they?
were
Like-
talking
like-
about the fighter
and-
changes.
and- and
Let's
I
talk
think that's-
like realistically, right? CCP needs to fix this. They need to address this, but are they going to get it done in the next 6 months? Probably not. Like, can
Fuck
they
their
can they
next
afford
6
to
months.
can they
You know how
afford to
long
leave the
goddamn
economy in this
Citadels and
state for
structures
6
have
months?
taken?
Damn it, Dirk! Hold on for a second. I was
Go
trying to
suit.
actually ask him questions.
We're not suit.
Anyhow, so what do you think that this is going to accomplish then with what they're doing right now?
I
'Cause-
think what they're doing is just a stopgap measure to stop the the IS coming in to just stop going out of control. Well, because they need to fix this. This is a problem with the game. It's a problem with Aegis of and Citadels in general. But they need to address this. But I think this is just them saying, okay, we need to stop inflation now, because otherwise, if we leave supers as they are in 6 months' time, it's not going to be 1.6 trillion in the economy. It's going to be 1.6 bill. It's going to increase by 50%. It's going to be insane.
Bullshit.
And
Today,
you know what they could have
we
done?
had Noisy
You know
Gamer,
what they could have
okay,
done
who's
that-
my fucking boy, okay, Noisy
God
Gamer,
damn it.
who said, if this shit keeps going on, we'll have hyperinflation. Look, bitches, we are not fucking Venezuela. That is not how that shit happens.
Are you saying
In
are
this-
you saying Noisy Gamer's wrong? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying Noisy Gamer's fucking wrong.
Noisy
He's
Gamer
right in a
fucking
fucking
tracks-
real economic sense. He's wrong in how it actually applies to a fucking game. Okay?
See, I struggle when you
I'm rolling the
disagree with
last
CCP
code.
Quant,
It's
when you
15 minutes till the
disagree
end.
with Noisy
I
Gamer,
will disagree with CCP Quant. I will
struggle
disagree
with your
with
logic.
fucking Noisy. Okay?
I was gonna
Look,
say,
I
you
will
know what they
throw it
could've
out there.
done,
My
though?
balls are on the fucking line. Hammer them in. Be like, Dirk can't be fucking trusted because his balls meant something.
I was gonna
All
say, you know what
these
they
other
could have done
people,
though? Is they
I'm
could have
telling
done
you
something.
right now, that's not how this game has worked since it was fucking invented. All right?
We've always
Marcia's
had
called you
inflation,
out,
Dirk.
and said, Dirk, you said
We've
that
had
Caleb's show and
inflation,
agreed that
but
his
it
process
never
needs
fucking
control.
mattered. It doesn't matter now. Inflation is not your target.
Then what is it? What's the target?
Okay, Marshmallow actually has a fair point. You just wrote an article about it.
I wrote an article about what it means in terms of supply, right? Not in terms of what it means by fucking demand, which is the ISK side of the fucking matter. So you have to actually read that fucking article having an understanding of what these two things have in common. And
Too
I'm
long.
sorry, I was limited based on words because that's how the fucking Matani.com pays me. On words. Actually, they don't. I just couldn't be bothered with writing the other side of the fucking article, right? I mean, it's like I'm not there to fucking educate people about like don't overmine, right? Don't be a fucking miner who doesn't have anything else to do but mine.
But this game is built on
Miners'
doing
life
over
matter.
things.
LB, you can't
I mean,
win.
we
I'm
take
really-
things.
I get that.
We
I
do
get
things to the extreme on this game to break the mechanic
can't
to
win.
show
You do
CCP.
things in this game
and
based on
What I
me.
win?
I will
have
push
a
it as
runaway
far as I fucking
mechanic.
can until somebody
Fuck.
locks me fucking back.
You're screwed. Re-rolling.
So I think what ends up happening is CCP is thinking of things long term, and this is a not temporary, but a short term solution. To which,
No, every
Nah,
fucking
which-
CCP is super
Alright,
short-sighted.
To
And I'm
which
sorry,
we
and I'm
do
sorry,
not
and here's
see-
where I
to which
throw
we do
fucking
not see
Fozzie
the
and
big
then
long-term
Lurkin under the
picture.
bus.
Go
Every
for it, Dirk,
fucking
but I
move,
mean, this is a
every
short-term
fucking
solution
move
for
Fozzie
something
makes.
that's bigger, and we do not see the big picture. So therefore, we as players or whoever the fuck these man children are crying and complaining about things, sure, whatever, but they do not see the big long-term picture. So
Every
that's
CCP
3 years-
thinks
fucking
long-term,
move, every
but-
fucking move Fozzie
But
makes.
they can only
and
they can only
recently,
do
the
things
moves
short
that
term,
Lurkin
right?
has
So
made.
we only see the patch as short term. We will not see the patch that's
Do
going
you
to come out a
actually
year and a
want to
half
fucking
from
talk
here.
about the goddamn real economic fucking outcomes of this game, or do you want to just talk about like shit you think you know?
I'll talk about shit I fucking know,
Wow,
because I know how fucking corporations
No,
run, and I know
Winter,
how
don't
businesses
even fucking
run.
jump in like you think
No,
this is a guy
you
on girl
shut the
shit.
fuck up. You've been sitting here going, man, fuck CCP. I'm gonna throw a massive fucking man-child fit. No, shut the fuck up. CCP thinks long
Go
term.
ahead,
This is a
throw me some
short-term
fucking
fit.
like actual real
So
world
CCP
theory
had
out there.
plans for things to happen within a year from now, within 5 years from now, within 10 years from now. They have some
Agreed.
fucking outline. So they have some outline, and this is what we're seeing short term. Because as Sutonia said, they clearly need to fix things. They clearly need
So
to fix
was
something
the
now
CCP's,
to fix
was the
things.
CCP's long-term
3 years
plan
ago?
to condense SOV and then hate it afterwards and try to spread it all out? Was that part of their
Do
thinking
you
long-term?
think they knew
That was
in
probably a
2009
reaction.
when they fucking launched the whole goddamn
just defending them
idea
no matter
of
what.
fucking
Got it.
spawn belts
Well,
that will
let's be
respawn at any
honest.
fucking given level.
CCP
Dirk,
is
Elite
not out
Miners
there
saying
to
take
build
shots.
this perfect utopia. Okay.
I'll do a fucking
Correct.
shot.
All
I will
right,
do a
they
shot and
I don't
take
know what
any
Elite
of you
Miner
on
is.
right now.
He says you know who he
No.
is.
But CCP is not here to create
You're
a utopia.
in my fucking. You wish you had me in the
They
fucking
have to be
CSM
able
right
to
now.
build a game. And they also have to be able to react to things that they did not expect. They're not
Yeah.
some omnipotent, all-seeing
This is
god
not something
of
you
the
should
game.
not have expected.
It's
This is. You should
Like Ghost
fucking
Training?
have me
Like, do you
in.
think they expected
This was
Ghost Training?
foreseen.
Do you think they expected ghost training? They had to react to that. And obviously,
Bullshit.
it kind
That
of
is
fucked
not
up with
something
what
they
I
had to
read.
react.
Enunciation's important.
And I'm sorry.
They didn't
You're
have
still
to react.
trying
Are
to
you
fucking
saying
buy
they
your
didn't
ass
have
into
to react
AZ
to ghost
tournament training. That's
Did you
cool.
just say they didn't have to react to ghost training? Did you seriously just say that?
Yes,
Dirk?
they had to fucking
Because
like.
you've been bitching about it for the last goddamn fucking month. So they
had
to
to react to that
to
back
things
if
that
they
are
actually thought it
unexpected.
out on a fucking
They have to
economic
react
level.
to things that are unexpected. So maybe they
That
didn't
was
fucking
not
predict this,
unexpected.
So they have to. Ghost training wasn't unexpected. Ghost
Fuck it,
training.
I'm doing a shot
wasn't
just to catch up
unexpected.
to you.
Take a goddamn fucking shot, because you are not making any sense. So they have to react to things. That is how. a
Sorry,
company
Dirk, I'm on
works.
your side.
Who are you catching up to?
Do you-
Everyone's catching up
DC,
to
do
you, I
think
think.
that they should have not expected
Number one, I
ghost
know I
training?
win when
Do
nobody's
you also
on my
think
side.
ghost training was an intended mechanic of the game? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because I'd love to
I
hear
take
that.
I thought that was
argument.
actually what you were trying to tell me.
I'd love to hear that argument.
It's over, Rain. Apparently.
I also take
CA
exception
Puff.
to your microphone, Rain.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
like
really.
the fan? Or do you
Rain
like
is on
the
fire
popping?
tonight. That's all I
Why
gotta
do you
say.
actually?
Ronnie, your
I
microphone
said
is
I
someone
swear to
was
God,
getting you while you were
you
wasted.
women do not want to get in the fucking same alter lane that I'm in right now. Okay, just
No,
because you want to be
you're not
like,
making
I'm gonna
any
defend
sense.
Rain.
That's
I'm gonna
why
put
they
my
call
fists
women
up.
crazy, Dirk. Because you're not
Alright.
making any goddamn sense.
Real
Because
quick,
women don't
real
I
make
quick.
am
sense. Is that
actually
what you
fucking
said?
making
Hold
sense.
on, hold on,
because
everybody.
I've actually out there, been counting in the, in the fucking Twitch lane of the people that have been highlighting what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's been happening a lot
All
with
right,
me too.
everyone.
And I gotta be honest, I am
Real,
retarded, which I will fucking give you. Okay. However, the article I wrote, okay, can be applied to a much broader lane of fucking Eve than what I wrote it for.
all right, hold on.
However,
Eh,
what Rain is saying is basically, if I'm not a bitch, I can't score.
Hold on. Before.
Well, no, it seems like
wait,
anytime
wait,
you bring
wait,
up
wait,
a
wait,
bitch,
wait,
you're
everybody
just
said
being
that.
a whiny
Wait,
bitch.
wait,
So if you have like a legit complaint,
stop.
you're a whiny bitch.
Everybody
and if you
stop.
agree with CCP, then you're
Exactly.
smart.
She said, if you're
Everybody
not a whiny bitch, you're Obama.
stop
You're being
for a
fucking whiny
second,
bitch about
please.
this shit. Like, nobody
Fuck.
cares.
Don't
Just
worry,
mute these
it's
people
good,
trading.
it's good.
Please, I'm
I
gonna
am
fucking
willing to
mute every
confront
damn
that
one
on
of you
any
if you
given
don't
night.
shut up for 5 seconds, please. We
I mean,
have
honestly,
to get
Drayden,
this
do you even
down
know
to
what we're
a
talking about?
fucking
We're like talking
manageable,
Haitian right now.
down to a fucking
Get
manageable
fucking
level,
told.
because this is out of control. Like nobody can hear a goddamn thing
You're out of
that's
control.
listening.
They can hear what's happening, Drayden, if
Stop.
you would just stop it.
Stop. It is just a bunch of cacophony of nonsense going on right now, and we need. Yeah, I use that word because I know. What
I do not
I know
mean
what
to be
cacophony
East
is.
Coast elitism, but
No.
it's cacophony.
I'm just saying. We need to take
Cacophony, I
this
like
down
that.
to a manageable debate instead of just
I
a
am
bunch of
totally
people
for you
shitting
being
all over
hooked on
everyone's
syllable.
faces. It is literally just a giant German porn shit video right now. Like, it's just German shit all
Drayden,
over the
you're my
place,
boy.
and
You're my
dicks and
boy. Don't make me
penises
hang you out.
everywhere. And we need to take it down a notch and turn it into like a
Oh my
nice,
God. Right
a
now,
nice,
right now,
God,
it's
Drayden.
hold on, a nice.
Solon
por-
Decimus is going.
we
I'm
need
a
a nice
better-looking
porno
guy,
with a.
but
We
I'm
need
not
a
gonna
porno.
fucking
Hold on.
enunciate with Dirk.
Dirk, stop. We need a porno with a storyline. We need the plumber coming over to fix
All
broken
right,
pipes.
can I give you guys what happened to me last
Now you
Saturday?
have priorities.
Can
I think
tell
you should
guys
spend the
what
last
happened to me
6
last
minutes
Saturday?
trying to calm everybody down.
Can I give you guys what happened to me last Saturday? Because it was fucked up. Okay, honestly, me, the
I feel
wife,
bad for
Mrs.
Kate
McGurk,
tonight.
who you guys have all met before, right? We're out
Yeah.
at this fucking bar. We're having a fucking good time. We're like, fucking pouring drinks and shit like that. I mean, literally, we're out at a BYOB. Pour your own drinks, right? So I got a bottle of fucking Tito's. She has a bottle of this cheap wine, which is so fucking awesome because she drinks cheap wine. All right, but whatever. And then we get a call on the fucking phone, and I look up and I'm like, oh shit, it's our daughter. My daughter was at a fucking house that got raided by the fucking cops last Saturday.
How old's your daughter?
Aw.
My daughter is
Sounds like she's
literally
making poor
2 months
choices, Dirk.
into her driver's bitch, you can't be out this late mechanism. Zionism
I just asked for an age because that could be like a normal thing. Like when I was 15 and shit, that was
seriously,
like normal.
seriously. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking kicking your mom and my's night out? Because I gotta do like fucking open comms the night before. I gotta sober up and still go hang with mom the next night. This was fucking bad, and I'm like trying to balance that whole. I'm tired with the whole shit. Daughter needs recollection of what happened and why
Dirk,
it means
you're not
something.
even supposed to be here today, man.
Dude, you and me as of last week right now would be out like being like, Dirk, are you driving us home or is somebody else driving us home?
Blast him with
like,
the stuff.
and I'm gonna tell you,
You
that
gotta
is
sort that
not
ahead
a
of
question that any of you on Twitch want to be asking. No, I'm good, bro. Okay. But
Dirk,
my
the
daughter that
suggestion I
night,
made
my
earlier
daughter
today
that night,
about
I'm like,
making
what
this
are you
open
doing
rent
at
show,
that?
that was not
How
really
are you at
hoping
that
you
place?
to do the renting all the time.
This is what my last Saturday night came after, right? An immaculate fucking open comm show where it was like we talked about nothing. All of you loved nothing. None of the things that mattered was nothing. It was all fucking good because when we all come out at the end of the night, it's all null. That's what open comms is about.
100%,
You're
yeah.
drunk and you're
See
null.
that, Drayden, you see that $10 donation?
However,
Wow.
Who's that?
as I
Ah,
tried
I
to
missed
sober
it. Sorry,
through
I
the
was
next
like looking
day,
at other shit. Who did it and what did it say?
I'm not
Blast
drunk.
him.
It said
That's fine for
anonymous,
9.
but Friday night drinks.
Okay, hey, thank you anonymous for the 10 $10. I can't even talk.
never
now.
anonymous in this fucking show. But thank you. Anonymous.
Luckily, I've got I've had one shot left. I got like 2 or 3 shots left, maybe. But yeah, we'll do a shot for $10. Hey, I mean that's like $9.
You can't
over
do
my...
that. You can't have people pay you.
All right, I did that.
Oh, right. I'm just saying. Okay, I will do a
That's
shot.
like
That hurt.
That's a
I
bad.
will do a
that's
shot
a
because
no-no.
I just feel like
It's
having a
completely
shot
unrelated.
right
Shut up, DC.
now.
But
No, he's
I'm
right.
trying
We
to
can't
get-
do shots for money.
All
It's
week
against
long
the
on
rules.
Twitter,
No,
I've
that's
said,
a
I've
legitimate
seen
thing.
guys that like.
He's making it happen by saying that.
I've seen these guys on Twitter the last
You're
week
making a
who are
personal
like,
choice,
let
Drayden.
me
That's all
tell
it
you
is.
about myself. Okay, I'm trying to give the people that are on our channel right now a little extra about me, other than that racist part from 2 years ago. But
Oh,
whatever.
God.
I
Can we
know.
put
year and
that
a
to
half.
bed already?
Year and a
I
half.
tried. But look, I will never live that down.
Has anybody
However,
heard
I
of
will always
hyperbole?
try.
That's all it is.
But
Eric Asmock.
when my daughter
Dirk
showed
is
up on
right,
something
you
that I
fucking
thought that mattered, I
Thanks-
picked her up.
thanks,
Just so those of you know. And
That's
I
my
was
man.
sober.
Eric's a fucking good guy. I met him
I'm
out at
totally
the-
fucking
Eric's a good
sober
guy.
on any night of the week. I hate you motherfuckers for making me get drunk tonight.
Yeah, because we
You
did
get
that too.
yourself
It was
drunk
definitely
on your
us.
own, Dirk.
You
How dare
did.
blame me
You
by
did.
not
I
getting
mean,
you drunk.
honestly.
That's right.
Everybody
Now
is
pouring
fucking
shots in your
sober
mouth.
except this one.
Just because
Wait,
you
what?
feel regret doesn't mean that you didn't get yourself.
I know. How can I help myself, bro?
Come to Vegas.
I
I'll
mean,
help
honestly, no, not Vegas. Vegas
The
can't help
first
me.
step to
But like,
recovery is admitting
I'll
that
Clayton
you
can
have
tell
problems.
me how
No,
I
I've
can
been told that.
post-traumatic
There's
fucking
a
open
recovery.
comm show syndrome. This thing.
I'll be there for you, Dirk.
I love you, Dirk.
Can you hold me?
Yeah.
Like honestly, even if I'm eating a chicken wing.
Yeah.
Nuggets.
Are you eating a
gotta
chicken
use
wing?
some
You got some
napkins, bro.
nuggets.
You got awfully messy with them.
Because this is who I am. I want to be honest with my community.
I appreciate you.
All right, we
for
got
who you
1
are,
minute
Dirk.
left.
It's all right.
We got to close this out. Game's
All
paused
right.
up.
We
That
got
hot
Julie up
girl
next.
that's coming on. She can make fucking grape leaf shit.
Games Porner's up next. She's doing some community games.
Chicken tendies. Give me chicken.
She's
tendies.
doing real things.
Where's
Tendies.
my nuggets, Kate?
My
My
nuggets.
Where's my nuggets? All right.
MUH nuggets.
We're out for the night. Thanks everyone for coming by. Holy shit, what a show! God damn.
Honestly,
Yes.
I'm gonna
Shots?
be straight up
You
fucking
gotta
honest.
do shots.
If you're not
Shots?
angry or happy with CCP, you're just
Okay.
a bitch. Like,
There's
You
no-
gotta
otherwise
at
you're in
least
the
be
middle
laughing
and we
after.
can't
Alright, we'll-
decipher.
You gotta at least be laughing after.
We
Yeah,
gotta do a
we'll
closing
do
shot
shots
to
to the
CCP.
road and then we're out. And
Closing
Mike, put
shot to CCP because you
put a
know what?
smile
Fuck
on.
this shit. They're laying it on us like a hard dick.
I don't know if there's an after show tonight or not. Maybe.
I'm not even doing a fucking shot. Of course we are because
Okay,
you know,
there's an
Drayden,
after show. There's an
Drayden,
after
look me
show.
in the eye.
You little bitch.
All right, there's
Drayden,
an,
look me in the eye and go, I'm not your bitch.
Do it, Drayden.
Do it.
I was thinking about it.
You're not his bitch.
You're not.
He's my bitch. He's my bitch.
are.
I have all the power.
Absolutely.
When it comes to this broadcast, I have all the power. I have all the buttons.
Honestly, I'm
That's true.
totally you're not.
I'm still
bitch.
pretty happy you threw me at a channel out of everybody else.
Wait, did I throw you at a
That
channel?
was
Anyway,
me,
all right,
bro.
we're out of here.
I didn't throw
That's
you
the
at a
show.
channel.
We're going to my channel.
Wait, did you throw him?
Blah.
Hey,
Stick
or
around
stay
for
up and
Games
watch
Toner.
fucking people rolling
She's
shit with a
playing
fucking meat
some,
sausage.
community games, and we're out of here. Thanks for watching.
Later,
Peace
bitches.
out. Later,
Did
bitches.
you guys watch
Later,
her the other
bitches.
night? Like when she was
Later,
making
bitches.
food?